Salute everybody. Welcome to Switching Lanes with Miss Parker. Miss Parker, I hope everybody's had a blessed Monday so far. I know half of us is done with our work shift. Most of us are done. So I hope you guys had a good day. It's still raining here. It's still cloudy with a chance of meatballs. Definitely don't like it. And it's going to be like that till Saturday. So I'm super bummed out. It's super cool. It's super chilly to be made. And I'm like over it, okay? I'm super over it. Please don't forget to hit that like button as you come in, guys. Turn on your notification bell as you pass by, or if you come in, just hit that like button for me. Hey, I seen you, Sister Tony. Happy Monday, Sister Jordan. Happy Monday, Sister again. Have you seen us podcast? Hey, Sister, I just texted you back on email. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Sister Marada. Thank you, Drea, for the new membership. And riders, a happy Monday to each and every one of you. If you like what you're hearing, you can also purchase a membership like Drea did or donate to the Cash App, which is rolling across the screen. And also, I dropped some links. I dropped a lot of links for you guys if you're not subscribed to these channels that keep up with the Naziah Harris case, the Kimani Latie case. You can go there as well. Hey, Miss T Zeta. Hey Gina, what up, sister? Hey, Kristen. Yeah, I did. I had a good day so far. Hey, Barbie on Wheels. Hey, Miss Raven. What up, Gordo? Salute to you. Let me drop your link. Y'all make sure y'all go follow my boy Gordo Poppy TV. Let me drop his link. And let's get into this good commentary. Anybody that I missed the other day, happy belated Mother's Day to you guys as well, okay? And again, y'all might not get down with everything that I do or the people that I like, but people that I'm subscribed to, I want y'all to pour into them like y'all pour into me, okay? Oh, you want in, Gordo? Cool, bad. Yeah, Gordo, we doing switching lanes again. That's my new one. So yeah. I want you in, Gordo. I would love to have you in. I would love to have you in. All right, guys, I dropped Gordo's link. Make sure you guys go subscribe to him as well. Great content creator. Love Gordo. Nicole, hey, Mona Lisa, hey, love. Virtuous Vandy, Tammy C, Walker, what it do? Noelle, what it do? Thank you, Walker. Thank you, sister. Hey, One Love. Hey, Shank Rock, salute. And I also dropped Shank Rock, Mocha Unfiltered, Tootie Uncensored, Shanitra Speaks, MTGB TV, Brittany Ann, of course, and my sister Co-Piece. Make sure you guys go subscribe to those channels, okay? Hey, Paula. Are you like the blue, Jenny? Welcome, Jenny. Yeah. Thank you, Jenny. I appreciate you. So this month, for the rest of the month, I want to talk about mental health, but I also want to get to some of these cases that we haven't really got to talk about. Hey, Cali, what it do, sister? Drop your link too. Hey, Top Flight, what it do, sister? Thank you, Niche. Thank you. Now I hope y'all had a good Mother's Day, Callie. I didn't get to talk to you earlier. I hope you had a blessed Mother's Day. For the ones that I did miss, happy belated Mother's Day to you, ladies. Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed your Sunday because I did. I relaxed. Hey, Anna Clark, how you doing? Thank you, Top Flight. All right, so today we will be talking about the tragic story of Callie Anderson. 5 years old, weighing only 16 pounds. That had to be thank you, Kristen. Yeah, Drea became a new member. Welcome, Drea. Colton Hay. 15 pounds at 5 years old. Yeah, Jenny. Tomorrow we're going to be talking about mental health. So I'm going to talk about it a couple of times this month and hopefully get a panel full and let's just talk. Hey, Just V. Good evening. So I do want to talk about mental health. It is Mental Health Awareness Month, guys. And a lot of us deal with it. We're just scared to talk about it. We don't want people to think it's something wrong. Okay, Anna, I know that's right. I hope you enjoyed. Island sounds nice. So yeah, it's just, don't be afraid to say there's something going on. That's the only way we can get help with the problem before we end up in a situation and be a story on YouTube, because it's content creators from TikTok that unalived his girlfriend, and who knew? Hey, Thankful. Hey, sister. Hey, Ryder. Hey, Valerie. Hey, sister. It's a couple on TikTok, and who would have knew that they was going through anything? But it is a lot of mental health that we're just sweeping it under the rug, and we're not acknowledging it. And so, yeah, I remember this story. It's so sad what happened to her. Hey, Marianne, I see you, sister. Hey, Mary, how you doing? Hey, Quamira. Yeah, 5 years old, 10 pounds. What? Mental health is more important than physical. I'm writing a book. Nisha, I would love to be a part of that book. Add me in. We all got a problem. We just deal with it. Yeah, Marianne. Yeah, let's get into the story of and this week I'm gonna be covering a lot of different stories, different cases. But tomorrow night I want to do Janiyah McMichael Rogers, and then Thursday I want to have somebody come and talk about the Kimani Lateef case with me, just for a few or whatever. So yeah, Sunshine Love, what it do? I'm doing okay, hanging in there. Hope all is well with you. Yes, Mary, and I'm glad that you're doing okay. Hey, Miss Five, what it do, sister? All right, Miss Five too. All right, sister. All right, let's get to the story. Let's break it down like we always do, and let's learn the tragic story of Cali Anderson. Justice for Cali Anderson. Yeah, Jenny Smith. I'm just kind of getting into that part. And writers, please help me reach my goal. I got a YouTube goal of 10. It's an incentive given to us by YouTube. Even if it's 99 cents, super sticker or super chat, it's all love. But I do have a goal of 10. Hey, Tyra, what it do, boo? So if you guys don't mind helping me reach that YouTube goal. And it's almost over with in June. It'll be over with it like 3 more weeks. So, yeah. Thank you. Have you seen this podcast? Thank you, sister.
Night, Dada. We love you.
The other night, some guy, a woman that I've known for a while, asked me if you could put some boxes inside my in my storage, right?
I just wanted to tell you that I love you and that I miss you and that I can't wait to see you in the morning.
And so we were going through the stuff, and we really got there's a baby in there.
Say bye, Dada.
There's a baby in there. I just see the arm, and I just know it's a dead body.
It was the worst type of crime imaginable. After a lackluster attempt to hide it within a leased storage unit, the concealed body of a tiny child had been uncovered. In just a few seconds, you'll witness a dramatic scene as a terribly distraught woman slides off the couch, bends over, and appears to start praying. However, you'll soon learn that the horrendous tragedy behind this display of emotion could have easily been diverted if not for a twisted and shocking motive.
Nice. Yeah. Remember when I opened it and I seen the work? I talked to it. Where are you?
It smells. It's gonna be a human. It's gonna be a human.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Just based on the smell and the appearance. So wait for Nutley.
Do we know if this guy has a kid? The guy that has a lock?
Control 29, what number, please?
No, we would able to start here.
Can you see that? So then in this container, there's like some decomp. And that smell, you get the smell of it. Sir, is it you and your wife that do you live here also?
Yeah,
okay.
Are there cameras? There's there.
The responding officer is securing the area and awaiting the arrival of the sergeant so she can bring him up to speed.
It's a baby. So we have the complainant detained. When I get here, he points to a blue barrel. He's like, it's in there. And I look in this blue barrel, and there's some decomp in there and things. So like, what are you talking about? I keep checking. He's like, it's in there.
Thank you.
It's nothing in there. So I know what's in that bag.
There's a bag in the barrel.
Like there was a duffel bag. So he's like, I used that knife that's sitting on top of the box on his car to cut open that bag. And as soon as I saw the baby's arm, I backed away and called you guys.
Officers continue to secure the scene, and a chilling comment is made.
I wonder if there's more kids in there. story.
We don't know.
We'll probably never find out.
Not Ken, my friend calls me. And thank you so much, Virtuous. I don't know if you heard me, but thank you. I appreciate all y'all. Thank y'all. I only need 4 more to reach my goal, guys. Yeah, Jordan, halfway to my goal. Hey, Lizzie. Hey, Novi. What it do, sisters? Hey, Ray, I seen you come in, sis. Hey, Sunshine Shan. What up, sister? Thank you, Gina. Thank you, Gina. Thank you, sister. Let me heart it. Hey, Patricia, what it do? Hey, Miss Ree. Just got off good. Thank you, Drea. Oh, thank you, Drea. I appreciate y'all. Y'all make me sad when y'all do that. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't been reaching my goal, guys, so I know I've been slipping. I think I'm doing okay up here, but I got some stuff to work on, so I apologize for that. Hey, Shirley. Not can I use, thank you, Miss 52. Thank you, sister. Thank you. Not can we use your storage? And the friend is like, yeah, you can use my storage, but at the same time, thank you, thankful. Thank you, sister. Thank y'all. You just got home in time, Olivia. But can we use your storage and y'all throw a baby in there like she's nothing? Another father and a girlfriend who's abused the baby. Thank you, Tyra. Thank you, Tammy C. Thank you. I love y'all too. More than words can say. Y'all never know. I can't even express good up here anyway, so thank you. But another father. Another Rika Roundtree. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Firegreen. Thank you. Who throws their baby in a tote as if she's nothing? 5 years old, you guys, 16 pounds. How did she survive that long is the question. Thank you, Just V. Thank you. Thank you, sister. How did she survive that long, guys? What happened to this baby? Hey, Pookie Poo. Thank you, Ray. You've been a member for a month. Thank you. Man, I love y'all. Thank y'all. My heart hurts so bad hearing these stories. Just give the kid to someone. You can drop them off at the hospital or the fire station. You can. And you can. Thank you, One Love. Thank you. Yeah, so. Marianne, I'm with you. If they don't want the kids, why don't they give them to somebody or just simply say no? Why do they make the babies their punching bags? Somebody that they take all their anger out on until they're unalived. But this is the story of Cali Anderson. Thank you, Miss Reed. Hey, Amber. Happy Monday. Thank you, Warrior Above All. Thank you. Thank you, Tori. Thank you. I saw this story and I wanted to jump through my screen. Is it that bad? Lord Jesus.
I can tell you that I can pull the information of his friend for the U-Haul that he drove.
The U-Haul was driven by another subject?
Well, that's what he said. He said that's why they came back to look tonight, because he drove all the way here from Reno with only 3 boxes in it.
That'd be phenomenal. If you could get the license plate, that would be great.
I'll know everything about that as soon as I can get the guy's name.
We got a name of Tyler, but...
No last name?
Would that guy have checked in with you when he got here?
No, but if I can get a roundabout of where he rented in Reno, Tyler is not a very uncommon name.
Well, how would you end up having that? Oh, because it's U-Haul.
It's U-Haul.
Hey, Joe, how long have you known Tyler?
I first met him when I was in rehab in Lodge in Woodland. I first met him about 18 months ago. He started working there.
18 months?
Monday when he's in that big box, whatever that is in there.
Okay, with the blue thing in it.
Yeah.
Was Monday. Okay. Yeah. And then later on, he brought the stuff that's in the other unit.
Yeah, because I called him. I go, what's wrong with you, dude? Why are you so damn suspicious? And why did you bring a buck? And I told him, I go, trying to get caught me, because I thought it was drugs.
Right.
If you're trying to get me caught up or something, because I just barely got off from going to get a bunch of shit.
Right.
And I threatened him, I go, if there's something that I find in here, or if you're going to get me in trouble, he goes, no, I promise you, there's nothing in there.
Okay.
But he was acting weird, though. And then to rent a U-Haul with 3 boxes, that was really weird, too.
Okay. Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah.
Okay. And then your daughter's the one that convinced you to open up.
Yep.
Okay. What?
Not trying to get the old man caught up in it, though. Right, Mary? I agree. I would even open my house until we could figure something out. And Miss Reed, it's really sad. Like if tables was turned, then I could get pregnant. I would never have kids, and not in this generation. Not in this generation. They have these babies in hopes of keeping another person, and when it doesn't work out, the baby has to pay for it. Being someone who had a hard time conceiving years ago, these type of tragedies makes me sad or mad. That's why I'm protective of my daughters, and she's in college. I understand Gina. Hey, Jenny. She said, I can't have kids, and I would love to take care of these kids, and they're treating them like they mean nothing. And yeah. Hey, 313 Shelly, what it do? They be wanting to go. Yeah. Yeah. It's sad that we're watching this happen in real time, guys. We are watching this happen in real time. We are watching these mothers and fathers unalive their children as if it's nothing. It is, Miss Reed. It's almost like it's the thing to do. That's crazy, Laleezy. Had this old man and then rented a U-Haul truck, guys. Rented a U-Haul truck with 3 boxes. They don't give that much money anymore. Get more food stamps than they sell the kids. Yep, Jenny. She said mental evaluation needs to be done at the hospital before they can leave with the baby. Yeah, because they forget about postpartum. They definitely forget about postpartum. It's
What nationality do you think Tyler is? Trying to block that spotlight from your face.
I think
Actually, I'll stand right over here.
I think he's black or Puerto Rican, something like that.
Is he darker than you?
Yeah.
Darker than you.
Or, well, not really darker than me. It's kind of like different shades of dark.
Okay.
So he's probably about like my height, and he weighs probably like 150.
So he's slim and short. Okay. Do you know anything about him being married or anything like that?
He's married to that. Well,
he's married to somebody.
Yeah, he's married to that girl. The girl came with him.
Oh, there was a girl with him when he came yesterday.
And kids.
Oh, there was kids with him. Oh, okay. And is she same look as him? Maybe Puerto Rican. She's definitely black. But you don't have any idea what her name might be. Okay.
How long does your camera store?
Oh, go way back.
Can you look up something for me?
Yeah. That's Joe at the gate.
So is that the Yaris or is that it right there?
That's the Yaris right there.
Okay, but not the guy we're interested. How do I hit pause?
You know,
Oh, just right there. Oh, you gotta be honest.
I want to Shelly. You know it.
Make a mental note of the white car, as this will be important shortly.
Phone number to the guy we're looking for. Do you have it? Yeah. We need it so they can look up the number and get the name right here. So he's from Reno.
Yeah.
Tyler.
Driver's
24.
license.
Ooh.
So Friday the 11th, they showed up with the van and the hatchback. And then the 14th, the hatchback is with Joe. Okay.
So they ran his phone number through the computer system. This is what they came up with. So they got his driver's license number and everything. If you look on the other backside, that's his credit card that he's been using.
Oh.
He's using.
Okay. So we'll just go with this name as our possible suspect. Send a message to Reno, give them that horsepower, and see if they can confirm an address for him there, or confirm that is a good address in Reno.
Sure.
Have the supervisor send a message over there. So what is her story as to why they decided to check things out today? Wasn't she the one that was telling
She's been trying to convince her dad the whole time.
that something was wrong with the boxes?
No, he was not acting right.
And
She has no
she
relationship.
just thinks something's weird about
Right.
him?
He's acting paranoid. She's
Okay.
seemed really nervous, really paranoid. They leave.
All three.
It does.
She convinces dad, hey, that dude's weird. I need to go over here and look and see what those boxes are.
Okay.
So she convinces Dad to come over here. They come down here together to look inside those boxes.
Okay.
Because she did not get a good vibe from him.
Sacramento's CSI and homicide units have just discovered that a most dreaded class of cases has landed in their laps. Based on the driver's license information provided by a manager of the storage facility, law enforcement has set their sights on a young man by the name of Tyler Anderson. The 23-year-old resides in Reno, Nevada. The Sacramento Police Department contacts their counterparts in Reno, Nevada, and it is soon established that Tyler is married to 23-year-old Averyauna Anderson. Around this same time, back in Sacramento, police discover that Tyler's phone is pinging nearby. He's soon located and taken into custody. The Reno Police Department's Robbery and Homicide Unit dispatches 2 detectives to the apartment of Tyler and Averyauna at approximately 1:30 p.m. on May 16, 2018. The day after first responders were dispatched to the horrendous scene at the storage facility. As Averyauna grants the detectives entry to her Reno residence, the convoluted horror story slowly begins to unfold. Even at first glance, the apartment is noticeably unkempt. A mattress has sprung across the living room floor, and the kitchen is filthy and littered with spoiled food. Averyauna agrees to travel to the main station of the Reno Police Department, where she will be interviewed by the detectives. Tyler, on the other hand, asks for an attorney shortly after a Sacramento detective informs him of his rights. It's not until July 5th, 2019, after more than a year has passed, that Tyler emerges to explain his long-awaited version of events. Shortly after his arrest, though, he alluded to everything in a recorded prison phone call with his mother.
I hope that the truth comes out.
It's going to come out. Like I said, it's going to come out, and it's not going to be what everybody wants to hear. It's not going to be pretty, it's going to be the truth, and it is what it is.
Until then, detectives will enter the interrogation room to speak with Averyauna, and the process of untangling this tragic mystery that transformed a storage unit into a horrific crime scene will get underway. Averyauna is situated in a room that doesn't appear to be typical for an interrogation. It should be decorated as minimally as possible, but it appears that Averyauna was brought into a soft interrogation room that's usually reserved for victims of a crime or children. It's possible that Averyauna is aware that she's being recorded or that someone is watching her, so she's trying to garner some sympathy before the interview has even started. In any case, Averyauna will soon reveal exactly why it is that she's not feeling well. And let's just say it's not due to some sort of stomach bug.
You all right? Okay. All right, let's get this started so that we can...
The detectives are seated directly in front of Averyauna with no barrier, such as a table, between them. This will allow them to fully observe her body language. The detective wastes little time. After a bit of small talk and rapport...
Let's just be honest. How comfortable her ass is just in her laying. She's not crying. No, nothing. Another scene of no emotions, right? No emotions. There's just no emotions. There's no tears. There's no... I've been in a rubber. My head been hurting so bad. I be in her antsy, crying, snot, shirt filthy with snot bubbles and some more shit. And this is what we getting. She in her like she wrapped up like she's cold. House was filthy, you heard me? Have you seen it? That was filthy. It gives me chills. Cold and calculating. Hey, Morgan. Yeah, Capricorn, she is. Equals guilt, yeah. Hey, Wanda. All she was missing was a blanket. Lord. She said, you can't when you guilty as fuck. Girl.
Building. He gets down to the reason for this meeting.
Talked about earlier at your apartment is that Sacramento Police Department gave us a heads up that they're investigating what they believe to be a homicide or some sort of suspicious death. Okay. So they've asked our help to kind of facilitate this whole thing. Okay.
The detectives then thank Averyauna for coming down to speak with them and express their appreciation, which they're trained to do under the Reed technique. This makes the suspect more likely to want to continue being seen as cooperative. Of course, her level of cooperation will be subject to change as the detectives begin to press her for more information.
But the main thing we want to talk about, as my father explained earlier, was your recent travels to Sacramento. Okay. So, just in your own words, can you just kind of explain what that's about?
Well, we went down there, honestly, to get some,
Allison.
get something that I'm ashamed to talk about.
Okay. Well, we're not here to pass judgment, okay? It's not our job to do that.
Good, Allison. Hey,
Averyauna explains that she and Tyler went to Sacramento and purchased cocaine. She's conveniently failing to disclose the most significant reason for their travels. The detectives are aware of this, but they play a
and this is what their high made them do. They went and purchased some cocaine. I had postpartum with 3 out of 5 kids that way there. Me too, 313 Shelly. I had it. I don't know, Marianne. Yeah, she would have had to sit up. Yeah, Talonda making her too comfortable. She in her chilling. Oh, Miss Firegreen, I'm praying for you, sister. Praying for you. Y'all put some prayers for Miss Firegreen for me. No excuse. No. Miss Alicia said these stories are so heartbreaking. If you don't want these babies, give them up for adoption and someone else can love them. Yeah. Right. That's what she do. Hey, Wilda. Happy Monday. All right, Anna, take your time. Something wrong with her, y'all. Something wrong with her. Something going on with her, y'all.
long and attempt to make Averyauna comfortable by behaving very casually and stating they're not judging her for her admission.
When did you guys go down?
I don't remember the exact day, but it was the day before yesterday.
Okay. What did you guys go down in?
When?
What did you guys take down there?
Rishi, congratulations, my baby. Congratulations on the baby, sister. And if you ever need help or you ever get that depression, talk to somebody. Hey, Melanated Queen, happy Monday. Yeah, talk to somebody, okay? Yeah, Jenny, when I was getting high, it never made me want to harm my children. Thank you for being a member for 6 months, Pretty Black. Thank you, sister. Appreciate you. But yeah, I can't. Hey, Veronique. Happy Monday. Never thought to do harm either. I was just exhausted. I didn't want to put her down. I stayed holding her. I know you did, Gina. It's your only baby. Yeah, like it's her squad, Maria. I'm confused. Like, people are so worried about kids entering the system, but turn a blind eye to them remaining in abusive home. Let's go, Patricia. Yeah, Virgil. Come on, 16 pounds at 5. Yeah, congratulations to our sister Rishi. My Riders baby, my first Riders baby. Okay. Yeah, I'm excited. My little rider.
I think when I went to the dresser.
Just a dresser?
Right.
2 days ago.
Thank you, Adam. Thank you.
I believe it was just a dresser.
Okay.
Come on.
They continue on the subject of the dresser, and Averyauna has confirmed that their children went along on the trip as well. Make a note of this, as it will be important later.
Where did you guys end up taking the dresser to?
To his friends. His friend's storage or something like that.
Do you know where that was?
No. I done with the city. I don't know exactly.
What city was it in?
Sacramento.
In Sacramento?
Yes.
Okay. Do you know who this friend was?
No, I don't know. That's how we're getting separated. You know, I don't really know him, I guess.
Averyauna may be trying to distance herself from Tyler, possibly because she's planning to blame him for everything. Her potential defense
Yeah, that's
being
what I
that
was
she
gonna say,
didn't know
Carmen.
anything about what he
kinda
did.
high now.
Yesterday, what'd you do yesterday?
Me too.
Coke. TBH.
Averyauna may be trying to appear like she is being truthful and cooperative by revealing her illegal drug habits. However, her laughter before responding could be an indication that she's intentionally trying to show her indifference. She's confident that revealing her drug use won't get her in any trouble, despite revealing this information to the two detectives sitting in front of her.
Can you describe the guy that's this friend of that's found?
Right.
Mexican.
Okay.
Brandon.
They're a little older.
A little older than Tyler?
Yeah.
Okay. And how'd that go? You're meeting him.
Right.
He's not a good guy?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then you guys, is it his storage unit that you guys are putting it in, or is it somebody else's? Or?
Yeah, I think it was his.
Okay.
Yeah.
Averyauna then confirms that the reason for storing items in Sacramento is because Tyler's plan is to return there, where his family resides after their impending separation.
Which kids went down with you?
It was me and my boys.
Okay. All right. Is it Tyson?
Yes.
Okay. Where was their last time?
I don't know.
Cali is mentioned here for the first time. While Averyauna claims not to know where the little girl is, the disturbing truth about what exactly happened will be brought to light before this very interrogation comes to an end.
So who is Cali's mother? Do you know who Cali's mother is?
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
I do.
Do you know her name?
Yeah, I do. You want me to say it out loud?
I would like to know.
Leonie.
Leonie?
Yes.
How long is
Wait a minute. I can't. I mean, so y'all took y'all kids to with y'all to Sacramento, but where was Cali? I don't know. Thank you, Juicy. Thank you. I love you, boo. Thank you. Y'all make sure y'all drop Juicy's link for me too. I got it. So you mean to tell me that you didn't know where Cali was, but y'all had y'all two kids. See, it's them kind of mothers. But this is my thing. She's high as groceries. High as groceries, y'all. High as groceries. Make sure y'all go follow my girl Juicy Juice, okay? This lady got problems. Yeah, she does. She's high as groceries. Everything's funny. I mean, come on, the guilt. Right, Patricia? This is sad. I mean, everything's laughing, everything. Always, Juicy, always. Yeah, make sure y'all go subscribe to Juicy Juice, okay? Thank you, Top Flight. Thank you, sister. But everything's laughing matters. Jealousy didn't just start. Jealousy didn't even start with Cali. It started before, you know what I'm saying, when she first got in the picture. Not groceries, but eggs. Right, Marianne, I feel you. Wow, Only Us, really, and welcome, Only Us. Right, Noel, that's what I said. When I seen 5 years old and 16 pounds, I was like, come on. Thank you, Amina. Happy belated Mother's Day to you too and every other mother out there, okay? What up, Turk Diddy? High as giraffe's ass, for sure. And the laughing it's cringy. It is. That's what made me like, I can't, sis. I was like, Man, I got an ear full every Monday and Wednesday. He had me cracking up. Right, Tyra. Thank you. Have you seen us podcast? Thank you, sister. Yeah, Maria held they damn near 15 pounds when they born. Shit.
How long has Tyler had custody?
We've had custody of her since she's about 6 years.
Okay.
Because she's about to be 6.
Oh. So since she was baby.
Yeah. Okay. She's all around TBH.
Okay.
She's all around.
Why do you say she's all around?
Because that's the kind of person she is.
Alright.
She's all around.
Drama.
Yeah. Always drama.
Averyauna definitely makes no attempt to hide her disdain for Leilani, Cali's biological mother. Tyler is more forthcoming with regards to Leilani and how their daughter Cali came to be. It's July 5th, 2019, more than 13 months after his arrest and Averyauna's account.
I was with Leilani in Sacramento, staying with Brett when she got pregnant.
Just a couple months later, Averyauna came along and Leilani had already left the picture.
I met Averyauna in February of 2012. Started hanging out with her. I spent my time with her. Found out that she was born in September. Told Averyauna about it. She got upset. Right, we got into this big fight. So I started using cocaine, and then.
At this point, Tyler violated his probation that had resulted from past substance abuse.
I went to a treatment program, New Foundation. So, staying with her mom, I wasn't there for her when she was born.
Tyler says that his mother brought baby Cali to meet him for the first time. Despite this normally being a joyous occasion, Averyauna was not happy about this, to say the least.
You know, she wants us to spend time together. She and my mom were never, they never saw eye to eye. Right? They never had a relationship. So she was upset, and, you know, she was talking about me. So if you don't come back.
This type of threat is a form of manipulation and is an obvious red flag for an unhealthy relationship. Tyler tells the detective about another occasion where he spent time with Cali when he was granted a furlough for Christmas of 2012. This time, Averyauna was livid. Yet upon his release in March of 2013, he moved into her apartment. Shortly thereafter, while Tyler was visiting Cali and his mother, Averyauna attempted to take her life and landed herself in the hospital, according to Tyler. Averyauna's jealousy toward Cali was a huge red flag that should have warned Tyler away early in the relationship. Yet he stayed with her. In the fall of 2013, while Tyler was in the process of seeking full custody of Cali, she went to live with her father and Averyauna. At that time, she was just 13 months old, and they agree things were good in the beginning. In hindsight, however, this short span represented the calm before the storm that was quickly approaching.
So I go to work and I leave with Averyauna. I would come home and they would be playing, you know, she would teach her how to read, she's teaching her how to walk, you know, she's showing her how to cook, vacuuming, right? That's a little vacuum, she's pushing it Averyauna. Averyauna showing a lot of love. You know, they had a good relationship, you know, in the beginning.
We got her, and she was just a baby. And I just remember looking at her, and I'm like, oh my God, you're so cute. And I remember when the first night we got her, I cried. I was holding her, and I cried. Because I was just like, she was just a baby, you know, and I just love babies. But she just looked like her dad, you know, and I looked at her and I felt like I'm going to love you, you know, and I'm going to take care of you.
Averyauna presented an idea to Tyler sometime in early 2014.
You know, I think that we should get married so that we can solidify your chances of getting full custody.
Naturally, she disguised the real motive behind her proposition. According to Tyler, he believed that Averyauna felt as if she was a mother to Cali and wanted to ensure she'd remain in their lives.
Wow.
It would turn out that this could not be further from the truth. In addition to wanting to get married, Averyauna also wanted to have a child with Tyler. His mother had warned Averyauna not to go playing house with her son. However, it seemed this was precisely her plan. A baby would further bind them together, and the already volatile situation would continue its trajectory toward inevitable disaster. Despite any trepidation Tyler may have felt, he went along with Averyauna's plans.
The medication that she was taking, her bipolar depression medication, was probably the reason why she wasn't able to get pregnant.
Yes, she was.
So she stopped taking that before we got married in 2014. So in January, she got pregnant with.
It's unknown if Averyauna gradually stopped the medication she was allegedly taking under a doctor's orders. It's important to note that it can be dangerous to suddenly stop taking medications prescribed to treat mental health disorders, and it can cause a sharp increase in symptoms. The first son shared by Averyauna and Tyler was born on Halloween of 2014. It was no coincidence that soon after, Tyler would arrive home from work to find Cali exhibiting noticeable injuries.
And I would ask Averyauna how she got him, and she says, oh, she bumped her head because she was playing, or she's chasing her brother and she fell, or she's just clumsy like her dad,
Things would drastically worsen over time. Though Averyauna's story was a bit different, the ugly truth was beginning to show itself.
I was raised on discipline, so if you talk back, I'm going to pop you in your mouth and tell you don't talk back.
Discipline, however, should never leave a bruise on a child. Research shows that physical punishment, such as spanking or hitting, has been linked to the child displaying increased negative behaviors, including aggression.
If she would do something that she wasn't supposed to do, I'd be like, okay, you're going to stand in the corner. You're 5. You'll stand in the corner for 5 minutes. Like stuff, like how I was raised. That's what, that's how I was raised. So I only go off how I was raised.
Averyauna is clearly agitated. Her demeanor is confrontational and defensive. She's showing clear signs of discomfort. She's rubbing her arms, which is a self-soothing movement used by individuals who are beginning to experience increased anxiety. Tyler places blame for the abuse on Averyauna as the primary caregiver. However, as her parent, he is legally and morally obligated to protect his child and remove her from an abusive environment. Tyler wasn't the only one who took note of Cali's injuries. His Aunt Maylene eventually contacted CPS. She claimed to have observed firsthand the physical abuse and neglect imposed on the little girl who was only 3 years old at the time. This particular chain of events started in April of 2000.
Here we go. CPS again. Hey, statements. Here we go again. Another case of CPS being called. Somebody didn't turn the blind eye. They always get the ass end of the stick, don't they? Those that don't turn the blind eye, Gina, they get the ass end of the stick, don't they? Right, Gina. Yeah, come on, let's go, Ray of Sunshine. That's it, Tyra. Hey, Chandra. Happy Monday. Man, Talonda, the worst. I mean, the worst, the absolute worst. These cases, hey, Chin, these cases are horrific, to say the least. But when you hear the details like this, it's like, come on, you see their houses, it's like, come on. Thank you, statements, thank you. He a weak man, very weak, he ain't shit. To know that this has already been like this. Right, Jenny? I don't know if we're going to find out. I don't know, Jenny. I'm following the story with y'all, okay?
2015, when Tyler returned home from a day of attending college classes to find something quite unnerving.
It was Saran wrap. It had olive oil and Vaseline on it.
It was a terrible sight. Cali's tiny hand had been badly burned. When Tyler allegedly inquired as to how the injury had occurred, Averyauna claimed that the water was too hot that morning when she had washed Cali's hands. The explanation was completely implausible. It wasn't an honest mistake, but rather an intentional, cruel act.
Averyauna tells me because her and my family are at odds, right? Always. They're on and off, on and off. So she tells me that I have to tell my family that it was my fault, that I was the reason, because if I don't, then they already think that she's mean to me. So they're going to think that she's abusing her, right? They're too nice, they're too soft to their kids, they're too weak, right? Things like that. So we go to a get-together, maybe it was the 4th of July, maybe, and then, my aunt asked about her hand injury, and that's when I said I was mopping, and then I came in and
Not surprisingly, Tyler's Aunt Maylene didn't buy his story. Not at all. A few months later, at another family gathering that occurred on October 10th, Maylene, along with other relatives, were stunned when they observed that Cali appeared to have lost a significant amount of weight since the previous time they'd encountered her in July. According to Maylene, Cali was seen devouring food, even eating off plates that belonged to others. That was when Maylene contacted CPS. In mid-October of 2015, CPS met with Tyler and Averyauna in their home. True to form, Averyauna asked Tyler to accept blame for Cali's hand injury yet again.
CPS comes, I told him the same thing, I was mopping, and then she put her hand in the water, and then I looked up.
Yeah.
Had a heel of 3rd-degree burn, right?
That's Tammy C.
Did everything I said. She was good to go, no pain.
The fact that Averyauna manipulated Tyler into taking responsibility for his daughter's burned hand and Tyler agreeing to lie to his family and CPS shows the dynamic of their relationship and, if true, how he potentially favored his wife over the well-being.
What's happening, y'all? What's really happening right now? What are we listening to? We haven't got their love scene. They haven't said what happened to her yet. How this happened. Yes, statements, yes. You will let a bitch burn your baby. I'm sorry, y'all, for my language, but you will let her burn your baby's hand. And instead of taking your baby and protecting her, look at that face. It looks sinister. Jordan can't be. CPS is definitely a joke. And I'm not saying all workers are jokes, but if you are not, go through some cases. I get it. Everybody's job is hard. Some people got easier than others because of the work dynamic and stuff, but other than that, y'all, I can't work where it's just overlooked. Because if you work there and you turn a blind eye, you're just as guilty. You're just as guilty. There is no ifs, ands, and buts about the situation. None. And the way it's just flowing out so freely with them is sickening. It's just... Right, Olivia. They need to bring more people in. And Portia, I missed you so much. I missed my girl Zilla. I seen her today. My girl Sharita popped out. I love seeing my sisters. But if they're overwhelmed, they need to take time off. And they need to hire more people. Sit certain people's on the drastic cases. So many workers on the drastic. So many people on the not so bad. Never, Anna. Wow, Kenya.
Of his own child. In addition to the concerns about potential abuse, Tyler's family also worried that Cali wasn't being fed.
His people had said, his family had said that she wasn't eating enough or something like that. And I think that's another reason why. I guess.
But thin was an extreme understatement.
What was the end result for them checking on you? Checking on.
She clearly wasn't being abused. You guys can't judge a book by its cover. Just because I'm depressed doesn't mean I'm abusing my daughter because she's disciplined. And that's what I told the CPS people.
Okay.
They talked to her, looked at her, checked her. Of course, everything was fine because I'm just disciplining her. I'm just little pops, okay? You guys are making it seem like I'm punching her or what about me? No, not you guys, but his family. They were making it seem like, I was abusing her. Oh, she's depressed. So we need to send CPS over there. So that's how that went.
It's typical drama.
Yeah.
To 2 days after. So CPS ends up leaving, they say, okay, we don't see any signs of abuse, because it was always loving to Averyauna, So they thought everything was normal.
Actually, the report described the findings to be inconclusive. It also stated that the concern was that Tyler and Averyauna were using excessive or inappropriate methods of discipline. The report hit the nail on the head, yet CPS dealings with the Andersons were discontinued.
Wow.
Things were building towards a horrific end in the time
Wait
that
a second.
followed.
Not that it had all of this in the report and they still got to keep the baby. Hey, Karen. Right, Karen. She was ray of sunshine. I mean, he chose her over his baby. Yeah, they definitely closed the case. That's where I am. They closed the case. He said, nah, actually they said inconclusive and they found that y'all was using inappropriate disciplinary actions. But to sit in here in front of the police, this is these men. Just when I thought the women, it couldn't get sick enough with the women, but it's not just the women that are desperate. It's not just the women that'll take anything over their kids, pick a woman over their kids. Look at Jamaria Sessions, Rika Roundtree, and now this is another one. And don't forget the baby in Vegas. It is, Drea. And y'all welcome Juju and Chinyuri. They did turn up in blue, and Drea too. Hold on, Drea. Let me add you in. So y'all welcome our new riders, our sisters in, okay?
Still, Tyler gives more insight into the terrible things that were going on behind the closed doors of that apartment. Of course, he refused to put any blame on his own actions. There was the time that Averyauna allegedly flew off the handle for no apparent reason and kicked him and Cali out of the home late one night. According to Tyler, this was a common occurrence.
She's screaming outside the house, get out, don't have her come back, take your dumb ass baby with you.
Of course, it must be noted that Tyler was well aware of this type of name calling. A record of text messages within the lead detective's narrative confirms this. He continues with details of physical abuse Cali would encounter at the hands of Averyauna.
She would use belts, she would use wooden spoons, she would use brushes and combs, she wouldn't stop, I'd have to stop her, it's like, and Averyauna would say that she's, she pushed her brother, she punched her brother, she hit her brother. I told her that you can't use objects because you don't know how hard you're hitting them, you know what I'm saying?
It's like, you're not supposed to be your kid's friend. I mean, you can be your kid's friend, but you're supposed to be the parent first. Sure.
She had the belt, and I get in front of her, and I'm holding Averyauna back. She's trying to climb over me to get the kid. And
Nisha.
She's telling me, you always save her. You can't always save her.
As time went on, the cruel acts Averyauna inflicted upon Cali continued to increase in severity.
Okay.
Tyler tells of one particular evening when he arrived home from work and encountered what could only be described as a terribly distressing sight. And yet the question why is still left unanswered for now.
I go to the bathroom, right? And she's in there, and she's on it. And Maverick's cage.
Note that Maverick is the alleged family dog that Tyler claimed Averyauna wanted, then left his care solely up to Tyler. He was kept in a kennel in the main bathroom at the Anderson apartment. Apparently, this was the alternative to imposing other physical abuse on Cali, since Tyler had allegedly told Averyauna not to use her hands or objects as punishment toward Cali.
I know you lying to me.
And the first thing I do is get her out of the cage, What is she doing? She's not crying.
Look at that cage. Look at that cage. Yeah, welcome, Drea. Welcome, Juju. Welcome, Chin. Look at this cage, y'all. He's begging this bitch not to put his daughter in the cage. She's not crying. She's not, I'm going to take it back a second. Listen to what he's saying about his child. I mean, you did, Kenya. Don't hit my baby so hard. She didn't do nothing. She's just crying. Everything about that baby bothered her. The whole presence of this baby bothered her. And he watched. Right, Kern? Absolutely, Chin. Kalila definitely sickening. It's definitely heartbreaking. Hey, Zilla. Hey, sister. I love you. Yeah, how you jealous of a baby? Wow, Drea. Hey, Nene. She said it gets worse. I had to stop reading and step outside here at work. Wow. She's not crying. Don't put her in the cage. What? It ain't no reason, Patricia. Hey, Betty. Hey, sister. I love you.
She's not crying and she's not hurt, she's not bruised, right? What the hell is she doing in this case? Averyauna said that, she pushed her brother.
Tyler appears to be hiding his eyes, which could be an indication of deception. Or it may be that he doesn't want to see the detective's reaction to what he is divulging. His claims concerning Averyauna's behavior suggest she is unstable and impulsive. This may indicate the presence of a personality disorder, as this extreme behavior suggests that Averyauna lacks empathy and remorse and has a poor moral conscience. Ultimately, we see that the abusive behavior continues to head in a tragic direction. The detectives return to a troubling issue, which they glossed over previously: Cali's unknown whereabouts.
Is that normal for her to be gone this long a time?
I sort of, because she would stay with his mom, and stuff like that.
Contrary to Averyauna's claim, it's known that Cali never stays with Tyler's family. Things are beginning to become problematic for Averyauna. They shift to Tyler and his involvement, or lack thereof, in the household, as he has been working 2 jobs.
With Mower, there's like normal working hours usually.
10 to 9, 10 to 8, 10 to 7.
Okay.
The fact that Tyler is away from the home for so many hours of the day casts doubt on Averyauna's claims that he was the primary caretaker of his daughter. Things just aren't adding up.
When did you actually last talk to Tyler? Today?
Well, when?
So it was 1?
Averyauna called Tyler around 1 earlier that afternoon. She'd just woken up. It just so happens that she was sleeping off her most recent round of cocaine.
And you asked him where he was at that time?
No.
Just didn't care? Or?
I was actually TBH.
My addiction lasted almost 15 years. 15 years of cocaine addiction, battling. Never one time did I think of. I never hit my ex-boyfriend's children. Never. He had 5. Well, 4, then she had a 5th one, and he took it in as his own. And I just went to Atlanta and seen those kids, y'all. I was just in Atlanta, and they loved seeing me because I loved his kids like they was my own. Whatever I bought my kids, they had the same thing. Vice versa. It was never nothing different. Nothing more, nothing less. And when I seen those babies, And I haven't seen him in 5 years. And when I seen him, that was like, Miss Tasha, that's like, how long you staying? I treated them as my own. So to allow, not only did she do Cali like this, you have a son with her, stupid. So she's never going to treat her child like she did Cali, but cocaine addiction. Look at the cocaine addiction alone. She's coming off a high. Today, when's the last time you talked to him at 1 today? That's why she's in there with this bullshit, laughing and suffering from a disability as well. With my mental health, that's people health just thought was high, and it was the drugs. A lot of it's mental health disorders that's going unnoticed. Blind eyes are being tainted when it comes to that too. Why do you keep beating my child? Why do you think you're going to keep hitting my child or even act like it? There's something going on with you. That's going to be my reaction. What's happening here? Why did you even think you could hit my child? That's automatic. When I'm not around, I would never trust them. Yeah. Nene. But he knew, though, Love Scene. He knew. I can't respect it. Come on, Jordan. Is she getting high by herself? Hey, Jalita.
I was like, I really just wanted to go back to sleep.
Did Tyler ever tell you when he was come back home?
Right, Nene, me too.
I don't know that. I feel like that probably he could have been going to get her.
Okay. Did you see where he was going to get her from?
No.
But detectives know that was definitely not the case. As they seem to have hit a wall, they light a little fire under Averyauna.
We just got more. We got a phone call and we got some information, more information. They're talking to Tyler. Okay. Your daughter, she wasn't at somebody else's house. She was at your apartment this entire last week and this entire time since you guys have moved here. Okay. So she's living with you guys, right? It's the 5 of you.
But she doesn't seem fazed. Despite their questions, the detectives already know the child is deceased. What they don't yet know, however, is what caused her death and to what extent Averyauna was involved. They also need to determine the disturbing motive behind the death. They quickly touch on another important element of the case they are methodically building.
Has she been sick at all recently?
No, not that I know of.
Didn't go to the doctor's office to get looked at for anything?
No.
Has she at all recently?
No.
But she's 5 years old, though.
Yeah.
When's the last time she went to any kind of a physical or any kind of doctor?
Probably when we lived in Woodland.
Okay.
Of course, Averyauna has another excuse as to why everything has deteriorated. She adds an interesting detail to her account of recent events.
Look at that day, y'all. Not the baby last been seen at the doctor at the age of 2. I don't want to keep hearing about her. I want to hear about the father too. Add him to the list. All right, Olivia. What, like 3? She done missed some shots and everything, y'all. How about that's why her physical? No. You go to the doctor to make sure that they're healthy from how you're caring for your child. The doctor don't keep them healthy. Unless it's a problem, they're not gaining weight properly, anything like that, they need some vitamins. Come on, Karen. They are, Nene. This just made me so mad, like, man.
I've been absent lately.
You've been absent? How do you say that? What do you mean by saying that?
Mentally. Like, my mind just hasn't been there.
Okay.
You know, like,
What's going on in your mind?
just been going through a lot of stuff.
Okay.
It's like I don't have anyone to talk to.
All right. Well, we're here to listen to you right
That's why I
now.
wanted the coke.
Okay.
It's possible that Averyauna's admission is her way of trying to deflect responsibility or explain her neglect of their sons in Cali. The detective leans in toward Averyauna now and has his elbows on his knees. This is done to show that he is engaged and he wants to try to get her to mirror this open demeanor. Often suspects will assume this position when they confess. Averyauna fails to confess, but she does explain more about cocaine's recent role in their lives.
My relationship has been, you know, and that's what we used to do back in the day, you know, with each other. We used to do that, and I felt connected to him. Doing that makes me feel connected to my husband.
You and Tyler do cocaine quite a bit lately?
That we have been.
Okay. So what usually happens after you guys do that kind of stuff?
We talk. I know it sounds crazy, but we talk.
Let me take it back a little bit to what she said they be doing. She said they be doing together.
With each other, we used to do that, and I felt connected to him. Doing that makes me feel connected to my husband.
You and Tyler do cocaine quite a bit lately?
That we have been.
Okay. So what usually happens after you guys do that kind of stuff?
We talk. I know it sounds crazy, but we talk.
What do y'all talk about?
She makes a powerful statement when she reveals the dire condition of their relationship. The drug use, which she alleges has very recently become a regular habit, just adds more fuel to the already raging fire. However, this is a common theme in relationships between addicts. When they aren't using, they have nothing that connects them. Tyler's version is different. There's much more to these supposed drug-induced chats than bonding.
And she just said she's done terrible things that she can't apologize for, you know.
These aren't the only times Averyauna confesses her deepest, darkest, most horrifying secrets. In fact, she also makes a shockingly damning statement to the police.
All my kids are small.
Yeah.
I mean, all our kids are small. And even her, she's not fat. But you see my 4-year-old, he's not. I have small kids. But I think it's Tyler's genes. Well, you see us. We're both short, so I don't know. But yeah, she ate.
She's been eating normally?
I'd say.
After such a slip of the tongue, it's clear that Averyauna knows much more than she's letting on. Just how much does she know? That's the million-dollar question. But detectives are determined to get to the heart of it. They soon sense that it's time to try a different tactic. This one is sure to throw Averyauna off.
I'm gonna, no bullshit here, okay? We're talking to Tyler. All right, and we're getting a different version than from what you're saying. And if we're gonna go with what he's saying and just his side of the story, that's not fair to you.
When the detective attempts to play Averyauna against Tyler, he's using a self-serving tactic intended to motivate Averyauna to tell her side of the story. As Averyauna and Tyler are the only living individuals who know the truth behind Cali's death, Averyauna has to wonder if Tyler is really talking.
We're trying to look at you and find out what's her side, because there's always two sides to the story.
The question she poses to the detective in response to his claim clearly shows her apprehension, and her reaction definitely is not lost on the detectives. The detective doesn't answer Averyauna's question, but changes the subject and inquires as to how long she's been absent. They suspect there's a direct correlation between her supposed disconnection and Cali's death.
You've been disconnected for the past how many, what would you say, weeks, months?
Probably longer.
Okay. Well, I see you counting with your fingers.
Yes,
So there's something significant that occurred, or something significant, or something where you're gauging it with your fingers, like, okay, since this time, it's been this many months. So what is that? How many months?
I mean, really, probably after I had my son.
Thank you, Olivia, for the cash app.
Averyauna and Tyler's second son was born the previous October, 6 months earlier. It seems those last several months were quite a whirlwind. A new baby in addition to 2 other small children to care for. And all the while, balancing a dark secret. Detectives are starting to make some headway. Averyauna's story has suddenly changed. Now she claims that over the past few months, Cali has been complaining of stomach pain and was vomiting roughly twice a month. Of course, she wasn't taken to a doctor for any type of evaluation.
Dang, I like the home remedies.
What kind of home remedies would you try?
I don't know, what was on there? It was on the internet, I guess.
Okay, so what did you try from the internet?
As far as her throwing up? Watching what she ate?
Tyler takes us to the month of April, just a few weeks before police were dispatched to Joe's storage unit, and gives his account of Cali's recent health issues.
She looked up a lot of stuff online, and she said, I'm a family doctor, I take care of my family, I'm a stay-at-home mom, that's what I do. I can figure it out, right? So,
how are you disconnecting yourself? How do you disconnect yourself from?
I just let everybody else deal with her. I'm just like, okay, I just feel tired.
Mm-hmm. But you being disconnected, do you think that's part of her health not doing so good?
And to me, being the reasons for her health, I guess so.
The detectives are now establishing and getting on record Averyauna's knowledge that Cali had potentially developed an illness recently, and Averyauna did nothing to help her. And obviously, there was no home remedy that could save Cali. The detectives apply more pressure as they confront Averyauna. They've grown tired of going around in circles with her.
So, an important question too, like we've asked, and we'll ask, we're going to ask you, where is your daughter?
I don't know, honestly.
Well, here's the thing. You told us, earlier, Tyler took her to his people, okay? We know that's not the case. Okay?
How do you know?
We know.
No, I'm saying, what are you saying?
What we're saying is that we know that you and Tyler both took her over to California. So that's why I'm asking. You come back here without your daughter? Why don't you come back with your daughter? But you don't come back with her. Why?
We see the detectives utilize a step of the Reed technique known as positive confrontation here. When they confront Averyauna with the fact that they know Cali didn't come back from California, she averts her eyes and is silent. If she truly had nothing to do with Cali's disappearance, she likely would have adamantly denied it instead of sitting in silence. As Averyauna appears to be contemplating something, perhaps a confession, she poses the next question.
You guys talk to Tyler?
Yes. And my concern with Tyler would be if he is saying something that is putting it on you. That's my concern. So I want to get...
Is that what he's doing?
I want to get your version and your side independently.
The detectives finally make it known that her act isn't working. And, like Averyauna, they're also privy to some horrendous information.
So what do you guys know?
We know about the bags. We know about the barrel. We know about the storage unit. We know about the storage unit. We know about your trip. Okay.
There's no going back at this point. It's out in the open now.
So how did it happen? What happened?
I don't know what. But I tried.
That day or that night, what did you say happened? Did you tell me?
That's crazy.
The idea of revealing what happened to Cali seems to bring up real emotion, but it may just be that Averyauna is only concerned for herself and is aware that she's likely going to jail after this interview. The latter is a more likely explanation given her demeanor up to this point. It's also likely that she's thinking of her 2 biological children, as she knows she's at risk of not being able to see them again. Whatever the explanation may be, we'll finally hear 2 accounts of the recent events surrounding the death of little Cali. Unspeakable details will be brought to light, but the lack of consensus between the stories will leave you reeling, wondering where the horrific truth actually lies. Please be forewarned. The details you're about to hear are quite disturbing.
I come back in at 5, around 5.
Tyler continues listing off the chores he did upon arriving home, including cleaning up after and walking the dog.
And then she said, there's nothing I need to show you. So I said, what is it? And then she goes in the room and she brings out in her hands, in her arms, she was lifeless, split, lifeless. And she wasn't breathing.
Now, if we're going to be for real about what we just heard, let's be for real. Let's have a conversation. What up, Detroit D? What up, sister? He said that he came home, he did some chores. Hey, Evelyn. Happy Monday to y'all. He said he came home and did some chores. So you mean to come in and tell me you didn't say nothing to your 5-year-old child? You didn't kiss her, you didn't hug her, you didn't nothing to where this. You even went and walked the dog. You even went and walked the dog. Hey, Diamond. Let's go. Oh, Zone. What up, Candace? Welcome from Virginia. Welcome. He walked to listen to what they just said. So she brings your baby and said, come here, I gotta show you something. Man, in that instance, her ass have been kicked. Straight up. Right. He walked the dog. No, he didn't know. Yeah, it just pissed me off, Miriam. No, yeah, come on in. That's the first thing you want to do. Hey, Karen. How you doing, Karen Turner? That's the first thing you want to do is kiss your kids, hug on your kids. Especially the way you knew that she was beating your daughter. Hey, Cindy. Happy Monday. Man, Nene, you hear me? The fact that he begged her, don't put the baby in the cage. She's just crying. What? Wait, what? Why she got to go in the cage? She's just... Right. They speak with their body language. They do. Right, Shelly? Another sad one. Mm-hmm. Man, Drea. I would never tell my sons to hurt a woman, put their hands on a woman or nothing. But that's one time he's going to have to put his hands on me if I find out this is happening. Soon as I seen a bruise on the baby. Soon as I got home, my doodle man is walking, y'all. My grandson, my only grandson, my first, and he's a Capricorn like Granny. But doodle man is bad as shit. He just started walking though, right? Just turned 1 in January. So he has a bruise on his mouth when I go home a couple of weeks ago. And I'm questioning Niche like crazy, like, what happened to his mouth, fam? I asked her so many times, she said, Mama, stop. I told you he fell down. And I'm sitting there cuddling, and he just, trying to get away from me being the little boy that he is. But I checked him. I was just like, oh my God, like, I look at shit like that. I always look for shit like that on my grands. What happened, Nate? Tell Granny. What the fuck is it? What happened? Okay, well, you're a girl. You have to be careful. Why your arm look like that? Well, where's that bruise come from? I don't know. We need to keep up with that. Did you bump into something? What's going on? Because teachers is some shit too. You know. It's a lot of bullying and shit going on, but I'm not tolerating none of this shit that's going on. You done went home, took your funk ass, in Shank Rock's voice, took your funk ass home and cleaned up, took the dog out till she said, come here, let me show you something. Pink Goddess, when they get colds, I blame Niche Neal. I blame my kids when their kids get colds. Like I can do that. I can say it. I just be over, like I be over it. Where's her coat? Like, no, where's her undershirt? Like, are you okay, Niche? What's going on? Like, I start questioning my kids, like, where's her undershirt? Like, come on. You know when it's too cold, you need a jacket under the coat too. Shelly, I'm on it. My eyes are on my grandkids. Scan. I got that Superman scan in my eyes. What? Wait, come here. What happened? And I know Niche love her kids, and my daughter would never harm her kids. This I know. That's why she's a hard worker and everybody gives her breaks. My sister looks out for my grandkids. She do. But at the same time, I check for everything. I'm laser focused. And I go in home. I want to see my grandkids as soon as I get in Kentucky. Renee, she was at cheerleading practice. I didn't even know my baby is in cheerleading practice at this point, right? Like actually doing it. I didn't even know it started. I just remember getting her uniform and I was like, okay, good luck, stay with it. But when I went and seen it, it lit my heart up to watch my grandbaby. She was great, go to her cheerleading competition, but I was leaving to come back home in a couple of weeks. A couple of days. And she won. She won. They won first place. So I was still wanting to see my grandkids as soon as I got home. This motherfucker went home and what up, King Lucay? Welcome. He went home, cleaned up, took the dog out and some more shit. Come here, let me show you. Jacqueline old school to them. You heard me? I'm about to be 50. In 2 years, I'll be 50 years old. So, you know what I'm saying? The shit I went through growing up, why I got arthritis here and there. And I'm like, what? It's shit you want to instill in your children. To save them from being sick, all kind of things. Not beat your children. Not put your kids in a bathroom. And she got your baby in a cage and you begging her not to put your baby in a cage. Like, wait, what? She's just crying. Yeah, but fuck that. Why in a cage? Why not put her to bed? The sensible thing to do. She's abusing your baby where she's putting her in the dog cage. Filthy germs everywhere. Right, Nene. Right, Shacey. Everybody don't need kids. They don't, Karen. They don't.
So, I started doing CPR.
Try what? Trying to help.
How did you try to help her? CPR.
Right, Nene.
Okay. Who was doing CPR?
Right, Tyra.
You both were.
Both are trying. How long did you try?
So long.
Try doing something.
We don't
was there into her lungs, right?
I don't remember how much time went by, but it's just so long. It was unbelievable.
Wow. He said
it was complete chaos, as Tyler describes it. Amongst his attempts to administer CPR, the dog's panicked barking, and the other two children crying out for their parents behind the closed door of a bedroom.
I told her it's not working now. We had called an ambulance.
She kept for so long, my hands are hurting.
She said, no, you're not going to call an ambulance, you know. I can't go to prison, you know. If you call an ambulance, I'm going to kill you, you know. You have to save your daughter, you know, CPR, you know. You're certified.
I just certified you had a car.
You have to save your daughter.
I was so upset with Tyler because he said he knew CPR. He said he knew CPR. You know, I talk about, yeah, I got my CPR card or whatever.
Did you call anyone? Call 911? Why? Probably family or friends. Why not?
So I grabbed my phone. I said, I'm going to call the ambulance, man. I can't help her, you know. And she snatches the phone from me. She throws it at the pantry or at the wall right next to the pantry, whatever. It hits the floor and
Tyler then claimed that he attempted to leave the apartment to seek help from a neighbor, but Averyauna blocked the door and prevented him from leaving.
My heart's beating out of my chest, you know, and I'm just talking, you know, please breathe, you know. Please just breathe, you know. She's not breathing, it's not working, she's not responding, she's not talking, you know. Her eyes are open, but she's not blinking, you know. I don't know how much time passed, you know, between that and when I stopped, maybe it was an hour and a half, maybe it was 3 hours, I don't know.
It was too late.
Look at her, y'all. I mean,
eventually, you know, I put my ear to her heart, you know, I thought I heard her heart stop beating, you know. She was dead, you know. I don't know. There was just a lot going on, but she was dead, you know, and I'm holding her in my arms, and she's dead, you know. And me started, you know, crying. Saying that I let her die, you know, I couldn't save her. That was my fault.
Averyauna stepped away and checked on the other children at this point.
So I go, and I have a duffel bag.
Right, King.
I put in the duffel bag.
Who took care of that?
Me.
So you didn't put her in the bag?
Mm.
Did he tell you what he was going to do?
Averyauna had tended to their boys while he'd placed Cali in the bag.
After they were settled, she went to the bathroom to smoke. Maverick's in there, and then she called me in there.
So kind of walk us through what was the game plan, or what did you guys come up with?
It wasn't really a plan.
She's asking me, you know, what are you gonna do, Tyler? What's your plan? You know, this is your fault. You gotta fix this.
This slow way.
I told her I need to tell somebody. You know, I need help. You know, I need help, and she said, no, you're not gonna tell anybody. If you tell somebody, her brothers are gonna get taken away. You know, this is God's plan. You know.
Though Tyler and Averyauna both allege that there was really no plan to handle the situation initially, the efforts to cover up Cali's death commenced immediately. They began by removing evidence from their home, including the rug where Cali lay during the alleged CPR and a sweater of Tyler's that he placed over her when it was confirmed that she was dead.
Right, Nene.
And she's not going to allow me to stay because she doesn't trust me. You know, she thinks I'm going to call the police on it. So she said, you have to come with me so that I know that you won't turn me in, you know.
To make matters even worse, they had the audacity to leave their infant and toddler sons alone in the apartment. In addition, Tyler has admitted to committing the crime of tampering with evidence by disposing of the items in a dumpster. The horror continued in the days following Cali's death. Tyler asserts that the day after Cali died, Averyauna had devised a plan to cover it all up. And as you're about to hear, it's absolutely diabolical.
She wants to go to California, and she wants to burn the body under a bridge near Whitworth. And I tell her, no, you know, I'm not doing that, you know. And she said, remember what I told you last night, you know, I'm doing this my way, and if you get in my way, I'm going to kill you, you know.
Let me read some of y'all comments. This is insane. He said, right, why the cage? Why didn't she stand up for her baby man? It was his baby, King. That was just a girlfriend. That was his baby mama. Right. Come on, Quamaria. You already know. Nasty work, Juju. You hear me? Come on. Don't even want to put your own dog up. I don't want to put my pits up. Now, like I said, the only reason my pit's going to cage if Shank Rock goes home with me is because he's scared of him. Other than that. Right, Jenny. Come here. Let me show you something. I know, Karen. I already know. Come on, Nene. Right. Top flight. No. And the fact that they went to a whole nother place and left the kids alone. They went and did a lot and left the babies alone. Not only did you just unalived your baby, his baby. Y'all done left both of y'all as a collective and a whole, done left these kids at the house. Thank you, Shay. Come on, Kern. You know he was. You know he's a coward too. She is beautiful, Kern. Worried about herself. Yeah. Yeah. He's protecting her, Jenny. He didn't love his child. She was 5, only weighed 16 pounds. Patricia every time. Okay, King. She real relaxed. Dead for days, OMG. Yeah, R.I.P. Cali. All the time. His own child in the bed. His own child. He didn't want to save him. Yeah, they put that baby in that bed. Okay, Jenny. Jenny says she lucky. She lucky. Yeah. This is wild. It's sick. Yeah. He real weak. Look, King's like, wait, what? Right, Quamaria. Talking about he tampered with physical evidence. Now you did you did worse than that. You allowed her to put your baby in the cage and beat her in front of you and some more shit. You begging this bitch not to put your baby in the cage. I didn't know, Shay. Kenya, you still watching, sis? What did you read? Because Kenya said she read a lot. He didn't have no sense either, Kalila, clearly. Come on, Nene. Wow, Kern. Yeah, come on. Mm-hmm. A whole charge. Okay. Solanda's like, Right, where's the baby mother? Where's the baby mother, sister? What else did you read about?
I'm not more in prison for this. I'm not losing my sons, you know. I didn't think I was safe. I didn't think my sons were safe, you know.
Tyler is rationalizing his behavior, but his claim about how he didn't feel that he or his sons were safe doesn't fit with going along with Averyaunna's plan to get rid of the child's remains. If you found that plan disturbing, you'll be appalled at Averyaunna's ideas that came next.
And then she said, matter of fact, I should just put the bag in the Sacramento River, you know, leave it on the train track, you know. Then she said, no, because even if she gets ran over by a train, they can.
I mean, the hate for this baby, we could put her in the river, or we could put her on the train tracks, but not because they'll still be able to say who she is, identify her body. Kenya, did it say how many days she was in there? Man, this is crazy work. And they kept that Abby in the dog cage handcuffed. That baby in the... Man, are you serious, sister? Hey, Tina. All righty, then. I know you lying to me. Where was the mother? I think I did Sierra Day. I did. That's the baby in Vegas, right, Tina? I did Sierra Day. Yep. Oh, no, Sierra Day is the one the mother left her and the baby in the apartment. Which one is it? Left her and her brother in the apartment? Okay, sister. Man, Diamond. Look, she's a Save the Chairs ninja. Yeah, current. Full responsibility. Hey, Goddess. Happy Monday. My thing 2 days. Lord King. Oh, her mama passed. I don't have none. Yeah. This is her, though. This is her. She's been hating that baby for a long time. He do, Gina. It is. Yeah, he set that man up.
Identify her, you know. She said, no, I'm just going to burn her body, you know.
The thought that Averyauna allegedly concocted such barbaric ways to dispose of Cali's body is beyond comprehension. She even devised a morbid plan to ensure Tyler wouldn't abandon her or turn her in during the interim between Cali's death and her body being left at the storage unit.
I dropped him in the house. I tried to take the bag back inside, and she said, no, you're not putting that in my house, you know. You're going to keep that with you, you know, so that if you try anything, I'm going to be able to call the police and tell them that you have a body in your trunk. Back in the trunk, in the duffel bag.
Is that you keep a body and you go to work?
She tells me
that's her. I'm guessing that's her version of having leverage on you,
right,
and not call the police. You know, you got a complete and ample opportunity to do so. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. Well, she stays at home and is keeping her kids hostage. Is that how you're looking at it?
Right.
Cali's body remained in Tyler's vehicle for more than 2 weeks.
Wow.
Apparently, Averyauna had poured carpet deodorizer over the receptacles that held her tiny body.
Wow.
She told you why she did that? So that it wouldn't smell.
Okay. Did that work?
No.
Okay.
The sickening situation was taking its toll on Tyler. At least, that's his claim.
She saw Averyauna
or everything?
Should be on you.
And she said, no, you're not. You're going to get a bin so that you can get acid, so that I can put body in acid.
Tyler followed through and got the bin. He explains what came next.
All this animosity, just trying to relax, just trying to buy time.
And what did you come up with?
I'm going to contact somebody who I know will know that something's wrong with me. Joe Garcia knew, because he knew me. He could see something was wrong. I asked questions that raised red flags so that he would start to say something's going on. That's the only thing I could come up with.
That's a huge risk to take, huge gamble. I mean, again, I'm not the police here, but had he not, what's the plan at that point?
I just had a strong belief that he would.
Tyler's story continues along the same illogical path it's been traveling down. The detective asks why Tyler went back to Sacramento on the day after Cali's remains were located in Joe's unit.
Okay, but what's your reasoning for going down there on the day you got in custody? Okay,
To get caught. I had a strong feeling that he would look that night or the next day because of the breadcrumbs that I'm leaving. Right, the suspicions I'm raising. His daughter's worried, right? She's there, so she's wondering what the hell's going on. So I knew that he would look. I just knew he would look.
So you were counting on being caught that day?
Yes.
Tyler portrays himself to be a victim of the situation, but it's clear that he was deeply involved. After all, starvation doesn't occur overnight. In fact, the CPS investigation confirms that there were concerns about Cali having been malnourished years before she died. Evidence is clearly suggesting that this was no accident or illness, but rather a calculated plan. In addition to information detectives obtained from the CPS report and the interrogations, 2 compelling accounts from witnesses emerged. Both revealed the horrifying true story about what actually happened to Cali behind the closed doors of Averyauna and Tyler's apartment. It all began when Jayla, an old friend of Averyauna''s, traveled to Reno for a visit in early December of 2017.
So Averyauna would get with Jayla and start to drink, and they call me in the middle of the night, not in the middle of the night, but like 11 p.m., 12 maybe, to come pick them up. Take them back home. Jayla sleeps in the living room, and then Averyauna and me are in the bedroom.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Except, Tyler left a few important elements out of his story.
Jayla telling investigators that she saw your boys in the apartment, but she never saw you. Where was he at?
I was in her room.
Okay.
She has Averyauna told her she was at daycare.
Tyler is likely rubbing his foot in an attempt to release nervous energy. He's feeling uncomfortable about discussing where Cali supposedly was during this visit.
Where was the dog at?
The dog was in the cage in the bathroom.
Okay.
You would.
Did you let her see the dog?
Because we just got it, and he was not very friendly at that time.
However, it just so happens that Averyauna had described the family dog quite differently.
Did you give it the kiss?
Oh, yeah. Remember?
Not a vicious dog?
No, he's not vicious. Not at all. Not at all. Sweetest little boy. So sweet, but he gets on my nerves.
Tyler's claims that they kept their dog caged within the bathroom and that it was never seen or heard by a house guest isn't plausible. The detective digs deeper into the issue of Cali's whereabouts during Jayla's visit.
At the time that you were at the apartment, Tyler, did you ever have a room?
They called CPS. CPS didn't do
I was
it.
sleeping
At all hours of the day?
when I was there.
But Jayla stayed the night, right?
Yeah, she left in the morning.
Okay.
It was roughly 1 month after Cali's body was found that Jayla spoke with the detective. Her story was chilling. Jayla stayed at the apartment for only 1 night, but it was more than ample time to observe that things were terribly wrong. Of the apartment's 2 bathrooms, she was only permitted to enter the one located in the master bedroom. The other bathroom was strictly off limits, as Tyler and Averyauna were housing their vicious dog Maverick within the confines of its walls. At least, that's the excuse Tyler and Averyauna had concocted, according to Jayla. It's interesting to note that this completely conflicts with Averyauna's previous statement, that Maverick is the sweet little boy and great with children. Jayla never saw the dog nor heard noises from him while there. She also never saw Cali, but did see Tyler and Averyauna's little boys, whom Averyauna doted on. Jayla attested to the fact that Averyauna harbored hatred toward Leonie due to the pure and simple fact that she had given birth to Cali. Tyler, having gained custody of Cali, wasn't enough. In her efforts to deprive Leonie of merely watching her little girl grow up from a distance, Averyauna forbade any posting of pictures and videos of Cali on social media. This behavior Jayla describes as definitely consistent with the idea that perpetrators of domestic violence often show very jealous and possessive behaviors, evidenced by her feelings toward Leonie. During Jayla's short visit, the two also met up with Tyrese, an acquaintance who had attended high school with both women.
She had that baby in the cage. That's why she didn't allow her to go in that bathroom. Because don't nobody let nobody use their main bathroom, especially if it's in the bedroom. The main bathroom's off limits. Period, point blank. But she never heard a dog, and she never saw Cali while she was there. She was too weak to walk, speak, scream, or move, or cry. We know if she was that malnourished, 16 pounds. 16 pounds at 5 years old. We have babies that's damn near that. Having them. 5. Yet are corrupted. She said, wow, I'm from California. It is sick. Right. King, this is unfortunate where we are today. Not just this case, so many. That's crazy, Nene. She was in a closet for 7 days, then they took her to the unit.
Caught up with him several months later, in January of 2019. And boy, did he have a scandalous story to tell. He told officers that he and Averyauna allegedly engaged in an affair from December of 2017 through February of 2018. Tyrese estimated that they had secretly met more than 20 times at Averyauna and Tyler's apartment. Part of his story mirrored Jayla's. He, too, was forbidden from entering the main bathroom. Averyaunna's excuse at this time was that it was dirty and messy. Unlike many of her other statements, this particular one held some truth up from a distance. Averyauna forbade any posting of pictures and videos of Cali on social media. This behavior Jayla describes as definitely consistent with the idea that perpetrators of domestic violence often show very jealous and possessive behaviors, evidenced by her feelings toward Leonie. During Jayla's short visit, the two also met up with Tyrese, an acquaintance who had attended high school with both women. The detective caught up with him several months later in January of 2019. And boy, did he have a scandalous story to tell. He told officers that he and Averyauna allegedly engaged in an affair from December of 2017 through February of 2018. Tyrese estimated that they had secretly met more than 20 times at Averyauna and Tyler's apartment.
So here she is cheating. Here she is beating and cheating. Beating the baby and cheating on Tyler's slow ass. Beating and cheating. John say, yeah, it does. Sometimes it messes with my mental. That's why I've been chilling and taking breaks. average weight of a 5-year-old girl is 41 pounds. Damn, Nene. She been cheating and beating this baby. This is crazy work.
Part of his story mirrored Jayla's. He, too, was forbidden from entering the main bathroom. Averyauna excuse at this time was that it was dirty and messy. Unlike many of her other statements, this particular one held some truth, based on the condition of the apartment when the detectives arrived to speak with Averyauna. Tyrese stated that he witnessed the 2 little boys in the apartment during his visits. However, he never saw so much as a trace of Cali. According to Averyauna, she was at Grandma's house. Of course, we know this to be a lie. Evidently, Tyrese had been following the media's reporting on the case. At one point during his interview, Tyrese broke down stating, "She did that. That is so wrong. Did that for so long. She would not let me in that room." With these 2 witness accounts in mind, there is a strong possibility that Averyauna and Tyler kept Cali imprisoned within the main bathroom. Maybe they sedated her with medication so she wouldn't cry and couldn't be heard by Jayla or Tyrese. It's also a possibility that Cali was so sick due to being chronically malnourished that she wasn't physically able to yell or cry, and Averyauna and Tyler didn't want anyone to bear witness to her alarming physical condition. In addition to neglect, Cali's subjection to cruel, relentless abuse was, sadly, the only life she ever knew. Shortly after Cali's death, Tyler reveals that he and Averyauna used cocaine, during which he alleged Averyauna revealed her deepest and darkest secrets and the truth about Cali's death.
She would, because I would call when I would be at work during when we're staying out here. I'm working 2 jobs, and I'd call to talk to my kids, because I miss them. I hardly spend time with them. And she said that she would leave in her room, and when I called, she would go in there and she'd get out of the phone, and I'd be on speakerphone, and she'd be telling me what to say to me, that she's playing with her brother, that she's eating, that she's watching TV. And Averyauna said she would have her life, and she would leave her in there. Leave her in where, I'm sorry? In her room. And then, she said she would cry out for you. And Averyauna would go in there and tell her, "Your dad doesn't love you, Nobody loves you. The person that gave birth to you doesn't even love you, Your daddy doesn't love you. If he did, he'd be here with you." So shut the up, she would close the door on him.
This gut-wrenching account of emotional and verbal abuse would be extremely damaging to a child. Cali likely felt very isolated, as if she was an outsider.
And she said that, when I would find bruises on her in Reno, in Woodland, and Averyauna would say she bumped her head, or, she fell, or she was playing with her brother. Averyauna said that she would be physically abusing her, and she would make her lie to me. And she would put frozen vegetables. She would put frozen vegetables on her to try to make the bruises go away before I get home, but she would cover them up.
It's possible that Tyler knew about the abuse the whole time, but is claiming that he only found out the true extent of it after his daughter had died, as he may think that makes him less responsible for what happened. Yet the detective shows Tyler a sequence of photos that will make it even more difficult for Tyler to plead ignorance to the horrors that were occurring inside the home.
This was a living situation. Weeks after death.
I love seeing.
You say, was it like this?
Yeah, was it like this? No. Was it like this when you left that morning?
Wasn't this bad? No.
there a reason why this piece of furniture is blocking the bathroom?
That was in her room. She was cleaning everything out.
So there's all kinds of empty cleaning product bottles in the bathroom across from him. This is used to kind of.
That's to clean up my dog's messes.
All that bleach and cleaning shit, that's for the dog?
Yeah.
Okay. The reason why there's all this food and.
For the dog.
The donuts were for the dog?
Yeah.
Pizza for the dog?
Yeah. I ran out of dog food.
At any time. In this bathroom, and that food given to her?
No.
In that fashion?
Not that I know of, no.
Not that you know of?
No.
There are photos of Callie's clothing and few belongings that have been left in the bathtub.
Can you tell me about this? I don't really understand.
She passed away, love.
She put it in there till you take her storage. I don't know.
I mean, were you going in you said you take care of the dog every day, right?
Right.
You go in this bathroom where the dog crate is, and the dog is in the crate every day, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And when you go in the bathroom, are you seeing belongings in there?
Yeah.
You did
Not all this stuff, but yeah.
Clearly, it's very possible that the crate and food in the bathroom were for Callie and not the dog, who seems to be the scapegoat for some of the compelling evidence. Even the existence of a dog still isn't entirely clear. The detective asks Tyler the direct question he's been building up to.
Do you think deep down she hated her? Do you think that she had some sort of animosity with her even after all these years?
She always said I was supposed to have her first child, and I can never see myself being with a man who has a baby, and I'm not a stepmother and things like that.
She would make those statements too, that she's not a stepmother, and your guys' baby should have been the first instead of...
No.
Okay.
And with that, the motive behind this whole catastrophe is finally confirmed. And it's consistent with information Jayla also provided. Averyauna harbored a pure hatred for little Callie. It had manifested from the unwarranted contempt she'd always harbored toward Leone, and it was revealed in the abuse she inflicted on her daughter. As the interview is nearing a close, the detective confronts Tyler on what was arguably the most disturbing aspect of Callie's condition when her body was discovered. As you can recall, the responding officers at the scene of the storage facility referred to Callie as an infant at times.
Yo, buddy. Very young, like months we're talking.
They talking maybe with months while she was
talking 6 months-ish or less.
Oh, definitely born black for a while.
Oh yeah, wearing looks like jammies or something like that.
She didn't look sickly to me. She wasn't a skeleton.
Horrifyingly so, Callie was a mere 16 pounds, according to the medical examiner. Clearly, she was the size of an infant at just a few months shy of her 6th birthday. She died an excruciating death of starvation that was a long, drawn-out process. It's likely the misery spanned 3 agonizing years. With this revelation, Averyauna's interview isn't ending in the way she'd hoped, as you'll see.
Here's the deal. It's still an ongoing investigation.
Okay.
All right? We as detectives have to do our due diligence for the sake of this entire case. And for the sake of, okay? There's still some things that we need to wait on for the autopsy and things of that nature. But at this moment in time, right now, we're going to go ahead and book you at our county jail, okay? For child neglect.
I don't know.
For child neglect, okay? That's going to be your charge. All right?
That was a little girl. Callie was a little girl that was a dog the whole time. The little girl was the dog.
What's that?
Just want to die.
Well, you should have took yourself down.
Because now I'm away from my kids.
But Callie was a dog.
What did Tyler say?
I don't know all that he said, okay? Start out waiting for what he said to the detectives down there, okay?
He can tell you guys. I don't deserve to go to jail for this.
Averyauna is just now realizing that she will face punishment for what she has done.
Oh, God, what did I do to deserve this? What did I do, God? I've done everything that you asked me to. I've done everything that you asked me to, God. Why do I deserve this?
I know you lying to me.
Not once in all the hours of interrogation did Averyauna show this kind of remorse for Cali. This emotion is only for herself. In the end, there was a small semblance of justice for the little girl whose life had only consisted of suffering. Tyler eventually gave up on his claims of ignorance and reverted back to his original story. He pleaded guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to life with the possibility of parole after 10 years. Averyauna Enoch, formerly Anderson prior to the couple's divorce in August of 2019, had a different outcome. She stood trial in late July of 2021 after a judge rejected her proposed plea agreement. On August 5th, she was convicted of first-degree murder and was sentenced to life in prison with the possibility of parole after 20 years.
These cases. I tell you all the time. What up, Kiwi Boo? Let me drop Kiwi's link. Gotta find her. What's your thoughts? Afterthoughts, really quick, y'all. What's our afterthoughts? What is really our afterthoughts? I can't believe I can't believe I watched a man be that weak to beg somebody to not put his daughter in a cage. He said, "What? I know she doesn't deserve to go to jail. I know you fucking lying." Right. You can come on, Shacey, every time. I think I did. I think I heard it, but I'll write it down. I'm gonna get to everybody's stories this week. So yeah, I'm gonna knock out. Don't sit no more, y'all. I'm gonna knock out these and then we'll get to the rest. Thank you, Top Flight. Yeah, Kern is Pink Goddess. Let me tell you. Yeah. You're right, Shacey. Yeah, I heard enough too, Jacqueline. Yeah, she did. Kalila. Right, love. I mean, that's from his mouth. He said, he would beg her not to put his baby in a cage. Yeah, she said she didn't deserve to go to jail. She said, God, I did everything you asked me. That's praying to the devil. That is totally praying to the devil for me. I ain't going. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, not sorry. If a woman or a man wants to put their hands on your children, run. Run. Leave immediately. Because if they're bold enough to do it in front of you, my God, what's happening to your child if you're not in the room? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay, Gina. There you guys. Read Gina's comment and help my sister out, okay? The complete devil. They're not Betty. Man. Deep breathing because laying hands is not an option. All CPS. All CPS. Now it's time to fight for real. Nah, for real, King. Right. Okay, Kenya, girl. The fact that nobody never checked in. They don't do shit anywhere. They don't do shit anywhere. I mean, let's really talk about it. Yep. I think so. I think so too, D. I think it should be automatic. You take a life, you get life. You get the death penalty. Mm-hmm. She said Gina's at American Idol. I don't want you touching mine. I ain't gonna touch yours either, Kiwi. You get what I'm saying? I'm not gonna touch your child just because I don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That's true, Nene. It's sad. I know, Kalila. They said, where do you vote at, Gina? Man, thank you guys so much for pulling up with me today. Gina, drop that information. I understand, Tina. I get it. But I have so many other stories like this to share with y'all this week. I've got so many, so I want to knock them out and keep their names alive. Justice for Cali Anderson. Y'all drop some pink cards for me. I don't care, just as long as they're pink cards. Justice for Cali Anderson. That's not justice. You're welcome, Tina. Man, Drea. Mm-hmm. Yeah, justice for these babies. Oh, tell her thank you, precious. Thank you. Thank you, baby. Have you made content creator too? You're both amazing. Yes, Shay, I know too. It's very disappointing, disturbing, and disgusting. CPS picks and choose if it's in your background, they play with you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Don't forget, we're having our book reading on Thursday. And I'm bringing back a history night. Friday, maybe Saturday. Maybe like, in the afternoon, in the evening, going into the evening. I want to bring back a history moment for us. I kind of stopped and I want to get back into that. I want to do some human trafficking. I want to do some on mental health. And I also want to do one going far as back as slavery. I want to do some. Yeah, I do. Yeah, Nene, they don't. They don't. Man, thanks for everybody that helped me reach my goal, purchase the membership. Man, salute to my new sisters and riders in the chat that's in blue. We got my girl Juju, we got Chin Yuri, we got my girl Drea that came through or whatever. And what book is it? Broken Crayon Still Color. I'm going to get a couple of more mods in a couple of days, maybe. And then I'm going to end it for the year. I think I'm kind of maxed out with moderators anyway, but a couple of them are sick and haven't, attended. So I want to give that spot to somebody. And my sisters come back, then that's fine. You'll be welcome back with open arms. But at the same time, I do want to fill some spots. Okay, Gina. Let's go. Love it all. She said, yes, talking about health really is big. Yes, mental. I'm getting my membership. Okay, Karen, thank you. Yeah, the slavery one is very interesting, Diamond. I can't wait to do that. I'm going to do that Saturday where we can chill and vibe and talk about it. All right, Anna Clark. Hey, Sword. Yeah, it's gonna be huge. I need people on board that's gonna hit this panel and really talk about their mental health, how it's affected you with your relationship with your children, your family, your relationships, and being at work. Do you have those times where you're not so sure of yourself, giving up on everything on life? I have dealt with those mental issues, and it is Mental Health Awareness Month, so it's okay to say you're not okay. Yep, it's by David Weaver Kalila. Yep. Broken Crayon, Still Colored. Thanks, Shankrod. Share these lives out. Let's keep Callie Anderson's name alive. Yeah, it is, John Tay. It is. And every day this week. Tomorrow we're going to talk about Lori. Then we'll talk about Janiyah Michael Rogers. And then I want to get into London Thomas. Thursday after my book read, I want to get into London Thomas. Things are getting more sicker in that case. It's a lot of mental health going on. Me too, Karen. I understand. It's just too many children every day. Yeah, Nini, and I want to do one on human trafficking Sunday. I was been supposed to do that with Brother Nazir, but I'm going to do human trafficking on Sunday. And tomorrow is also our meeting day. So, riders, we have a meeting and stuff like that. I need to know what you've done, what you're working on for your community and stuff like that. And after hearing these cases, what case made you get involved the most in your community and why? Tell me that tomorrow. What case, which one of these cases have we covered to make you get involved in your community and why? What stood out to you? Yeah. Sunday, Jenny, Sunday. To give everybody time to feel comfortable to pull up, maybe get some people that's dealt with mental health to also pull up with me to talk about mental health, why it's going untreated, why is it being overlooked? In so many of these cases, it is mental health. Okay, Anna Clark. All right, Kiwi. And I dropped all the links in the chat from Kiwi, Lalizi to Juju, Juquetta. That's Juju, you guys. Shanitra Speak, Shank Rock, because everybody's not subscribed to everybody. So you guys won't miss the demonstration. Yeah, please hit that like button, guys. If you're in the bushes, please just hit that like button. And let's keep informative lives like this going. Even if it's not mental health moment, if you're having a day and it's just one of those days, man, tell me to drop the link and we can do that. It doesn't always, you can get off subject when it's about your mental, and I'm willing to listen. Because we can always get back to this, but we cannot bring a life back. So if we can save one, drop the link. Just that simple. You need to subscribe to Shank Rock. Let me drop his link for you, love. I'm going to come back with my morning news in the morning, guys, and my coffee. So come and have coffee and conversation with me in the morning. Oh, thank you, Top Flight. Top Flight dropped it, Nini. All right, Jenny Smith. I'll see you on Sunday. Miss Kern, I hope you pull up as well and tell your story. Because again, our stories help somebody. Our trauma stories help somebody. Our testimony helps the next person. Right, Miriam? I agree. I agree. It's okay not to be okay. Let's go, Patricia. Karen, do you want to come up really quick? You want to come up and talk about it? You can. Because you done said it several times. And I just don't want you leaving like, I got to wait till Sunday. Okay, Nini, that's great. It helps a lot. Thank you, Karen. All right, Diamond. And praying for my sisters. Anybody that's out there sick. Jametta, if you're listening, I love you. I miss you, sister. I hope all is well with you. Yes, Amai. Yes, Barbie on Will. Thank you, Evelyn Turner. Thank you. I appreciate you. I will come and tell my story. Okay, love, sing. Let's go, sisters. And know it's okay. That's a part of our healing process. But I did drop the link, I think. Karen, if you wanted to come up really quick and talk and just give us kind of a rundown on what's going on a little bit. And Rishi, let me get some resources. Let me drop my email. Here goes my email, Rishi. Get in touch with me so I can get you in touch with somebody. You know, I can get you some resources and stuff. And we got some ladies, Nisi and Alicia A is working on some resources right now for everybody all over. Nope, it's by David Weaver, Nisi. Okay, Anna, you can. You just click on the link, Karen. When I drop it, you'll see my name. I'm ready to show you right here. You just tap on it. And it said connect your mic and camera. And then after you get up here, turn your camera off. Right, Jenny. It is right there, Karen. But yeah, guys, this has been great today. I just want to switch it up and kind of move around. It's so many cases to talk about, so many stories that we haven't heard, and I think it's only right that we hear everybody's story because all the kids matter to us, all of the children. We want justice for each and every one of them. She said, "Our membership link. You got to do it from your laptop, Nini, or your computer, and you'll see go to my main screen, and right under that, you'll see join on the right hand side of my face. You'll see join, and that's how you join from a laptop or a computer. Okay, too many suicides are going on. Too much. Save a life. Yeah, that's true. They say, Clarence, click the link. At my young age, I've experienced so much. Me too, Nini. Who child? Pregnant at 15 and had her at 15 and 14 and pregnant. And that's why I used to be into Teen Mom, bull. When Teen Mom used to come on, I used to be like that. No. Mm-mm. Don't write a script and tell them how to be. Show them what it really is to be a teen mom. Because what they was doing, it's not letting me. Let me see again. Let me drop it. And you just click on it. If you just click on it, it should let you. There it is right there. I'm in the chat under the Miss Parker. Karen, I don't know. It's not allowing you to either, Nini. I don't know. Let me see if I can. I can't do it from my phone. I don't know, guys. Yeah, email me. Karen, you email me as well. I'm gonna drop it down one more time. Here goes my email in the chat. Anybody can email me, even for my merchandise. Email me. Everybody that's got it so far told me they like it. Like I said, suggestions. Sis, hold on. Okay, here you are, Karen. You want to turn your camera off? Turn your camera off. I see you back there. I'm waiting for you to just, okay.
Okay.
Hey. What's going on, Karen?
Here you are, Karen. You want to turn your camera off? I did. I think I turned it off.
Yeah, and if you got me on the TV, just turn that off and talk to me.
Turn the TV off?
Yeah, or just mute it.
Okay, there we go. We got it?
What's going on, sister?
It's a lot, Miss Parker. First of all, I just want to say this, if I have enough time. I really, really, really enjoy you. Like seriously, I really enjoy you. Like you have been a super inspiration to me. I normally don't do stuff like this online and stuff, but um, like I was telling you, I'm suffering so bad with mental health right now. Um, like I said, I have 24-year-old boys. Love them to death. They're my world. I lost my mom when I was 12. Um, she died in the bed next to me. We were taking a nap and she never woke up. But I struggle with that right now to this day. Um, um, I think my mental health has attacked my body. I'm basically losing my liver. It's oh my God, Miss Parker, I did not want to start crying online like this. Um, I've I've contemplated so many times on how to take myself out of here. I don't want to do it. I don't feel like I should, but it sometimes it just feel like, what do you have left in your life? Um, I'm struggling. I'm just say it just like that. I am struggling, like struggling, struggling, and I need a way out.
And we are your way out, sister. We are your way out of. We can't get you out of the depressed and the mental health state, but I want to get you to talk to one of the sisters, one of my sisters and stuff. And if there's anybody else, I know that Miss Reed, but I don't think she's here to put major prayers in the chat for you because we want you heard, Karen. We want you heard, and your boys need you. They're first and foremost over us. They need you because we don't want them to give up. We want them to be fighters just like you are. That's why you hit this link because you're a fighter.
I'm fighting. I'm fighting. Like fighting. I just it's just this whole thing of May to me is like that was my Mother's Day and my birthday was my mom's favorite. She called them holidays. And of course, and I thank God for this too, that I wasn't able to see her in the hospital. I wasn't able to see her there. So I thank God for that because I think if I would have seen that, I would have went down a complete horrible path. So my positiveness and my trying to be resilient and be strong is it feel like it's dwindling, Miss Parker. It feel like it's dwindling. Like it's nothing. Like it's dwindling. I'm losing it. I'm losing my strength, and I'm losing my liver along with my strength. So watching you again, giving you all your props and your flowers, watching you and hearing a little bit of your story in between, Miss Parker, you are a true inspiration, if not to a million people, to me. You are amazing. You are an amazing woman. And I want to admit, your candy game and your hair game be off. I mean, like, wow.
Karen, it's people like you that keep me going, believe it or not. I always feel like I was by myself, admitting that I had addictions and mental health. I never seen so many people never say it. I'm like, I'm not the only one. And then I met y'all. And
I feel that, like, because that's why I'm so drawn to you, because I feel it. The one part of it is I lost my sister. She was 43 years old, the same age I am right now, and she died of throat cancer. And she was using boy and girl together, chasing a dragon is what she called it. And she told me, well, because I told our family that she passed, that she had cancer. So she died completely mad at me, like wouldn't talk to me or anything. But before she found out that I told everybody, she will always tell me how proud she was that I raised my twins. And of course, she had her 2 children took from her because of her boy and girl addiction. So she used to always tell me, I don't see how you did it with those 2. And they both work. They're good on their part. I just can't talk to them like that.
Yeah.
Because they feel mom is their trophy, basically. They don't want to see me down and out. They don't want to see me sick, and they don't want to see me sad. So I can't really talk to them about my mental health right now, because they don't understand. And it's hard. Even when I try to talk to them about it, Mom, come on now, go sit down somewhere. You're gonna be all right. Just go sit down. That's their way of, I guess, their advice for me. Go sit down. But I don't want to keep taking them some,
No, you ain't taking them no time. Time is of the essence, okay? You are just what you telling us was refreshing. It's because it's so many sisters that are call me if you need me. Prayers to you, they're dropping major prayers, mad prayers for God to wrap his arms around his child. And I think you was in here for a reason. It might not just be me. It might be somebody in that chat that can help you in a major way. And I want to see that for you. And the next time we talk, I want to hear that you are willing to stay here with us in this fight against mental illness in the riders, because we want you here, just like your boys need you here. We need Karen here with us.
I could write a book, Miss Parker. Honestly, I can write a book.
And that's what we need from Karen. We need the book. We need the book, and it's an author in the chat that will get you started. You hear me? I will see if Diamond Star can get you started. Okay. See, that's the thing we give up on. I hate that we won't put that in on paper to save the next woman. If that's all I got left in me is my words and my story to help the next child, to help the next woman, to help the next man, I want to do that. I want to be that. And that's what I want you to be, Karen Turner.
I am prepared. Oh my gosh, Miss Parker. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm so serious, Miss Parker. I don't know if I could say this enough. You have really, 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 really shined some light. I don't know if I could say it enough, Miss Parker. You have really, 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 really shined some light on me.
And I want to write that book with you. I want to be in a chapter with you.
Yes.
I know you're gonna make it with me at the finish line. We're not stopping in the middle. We're making it to the finish line, Karen, together. Our story is gonna change the dynamic of this world of mental health. Nini's story, Love's story is gonna change the impact that we have on mental health in America today. We need people to speak out. Not enough is speaking out about, hey, I'm not okay.
And it's okay to say that. It's okay to say you're not okay. To me, I feel like saying those words make you feel more like, you can honestly, you could be a real person. You could be an honest, real person if you could just say, I'm not okay. And it's okay to say I'm not okay.
Yeah.
It's okay to say it. It's nothing wrong with saying that. Because
Yeah.
sometimes you have to say it to get past whatever it is you okay. I'm not okay.
And I'm not okay with you not being okay. But I'm gonna did you get my email at the chat? Let me get it.
Yes,
I'm gonna type it in the chat real quick for you to. You did get it?
Yep, I got it.
I need you to email me so I can we can have a conversation offline, and then I want to connect you to one of my good sisters, and then y'all connect. But in 3 days, I guarantee I'm gonna hear something different from my sister Karen. I'm going to hear something different. Karen's going to come back different. And this time when we come back, we're going to cry together that we are fighting mental health. We are kicking mental health's ass together.
Yes.
And our tears are going to be tears of joy. Because guess what? We think it's liver and shit. I done lost the titty, girl. Don't think losing a piece of a body limb, baby. It is the worst part. When he ready to take me out, and I've been through trials and tribulations. You hear me?
Yes.
But I'm still here. He got me here for a purpose, and it might be to tell Karen this is not it. It might be to tell Nene this is not it.
Yes.
It might be to tell my niecey Pooh this is not it. And I might have to be on earth only to get y'all through, and then I don't know his plans for me after that. But it's somebody he wants me to reach. I don't know why. I don't know why I started. I asked, and this is what it was. I asked God why put me in this position, because I didn't want it. So it's probably for you. I don't know. I wished I knew which person it was. But it might be thousands. It might be 10. It might be 1. I don't know, but I'm here with you to let you know you're not alone. And that I want to see you every day.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wow.
This was a step, and this was a milestone. You don't even recognize this is a milestone right here already.
Yes, it is.
This is big. I seen you. I see your face. You're beautiful.
Thank
you are beautiful. And guess what, Karen? Her and all of that don't make me. Dressing up, none of that makes me. It's what I'm fighting against that makes me.
Yes. Yes.
I just like to present myself. You'll see me with my rollers on, girl, and sometimes in a damn dashiki. Hell, Karen, I'm all over the place. My mental has me all over the place. Rollers and shit. Just throwing my hair up in a ponytail, ain't combed it or nothing. Just brushed it up in a ponytail and went on like it's okay. That's when I'm having my days. But I know that it's meditation. I know it's some sisters out here that's helped me get through it. And I know I'm going to send them your way and send you their way to help you get through it, just like they helped me.
And I thank everybody for the, I'm looking at my screen. I'm thanking everybody for all of the well wishes. Thank y'all so much. Thank y'all.
Yes.
Thank y'all.
Them prayers is powerful down there. Them prayers, Betty, and all them prayers is powerful down there today, okay?
Yes, they are. Thank y'all so much.
They said you needed to let that out. You did. I think you did.
You know.
I love it. And you know, I used to think it was something wrong with crime, but it's not. Karen, it's
Me
girl.
too. I used to think it showed a sign of weakness. I really did. I really thought it was a sign of you being a weak person to cry. But with the steps and the many other health issues I have, it's not. It's not. It's a sign of almost defeat. You know, you about to defeat it. That's what it mean to me now. That's what it means. I thank everybody for all of the well wishes. Thank you.
And Karen, don't ever hesitate. Drop that link, Miss Parker. This is these conversations mean everything to me, but your life means right now means just a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Because unfortunately for these kids, they're not being served justice. They're not, their stories are getting hidden and just brushed under the rug. And I don't want that over here. But at the same time, I'm here for each and every one of y'all too. And it's nothing about interrupting. Don't say that ever again. Like, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I don't want to interrupt. Hey, Nee, you're on mute. Unmute your phone. Unmute your mic, love. Let me see.
This is thank everybody. Thank everybody.
Nee, you're on mute, love. Hold on. I just got my band up, Karen. Give me 1 second. Nee, can you hear me? Take your phone off mute. I don't think she can hear. Okay.
And like I was telling, and I sent you the Dakota College case. I want to give you fair warning, Miss Parker, about that. You may get a little mad about this case. Okay. This full disclosure on this case, because I got terribly mad. And I tried to go into it even a little bit more, but I guess with my reach, my YouTube reach, I couldn't get too far with it.
She said, look at Diamond. Look, I got my girl. I don't put my girl into writing a book. I ain't asked her write nothing or nothing. I just do what she said, I don't mind. She said, I began writing to escape into my own world. Karen, you are truly in my prayers.
Now, can you tell her that I also have books that I've started to write, but I got a little thrown off with life, so I stopped. So I have like 3 little, you know how you had the little memo pad things? I have like 3 of those full from the front to the back. Front
and back. Use that energy. Use that to get in. Girl, you'll write a hell of a book. You hear me? That's when you have your bestsellers and shit.
Yeah, because I have one whole book of, you know how you do the little diaries. That's what it is. It was like little diaries, but it's 3 of those, and then it's 3, maybe 2 or 3 notepads, front and back, full to the top.
Yeah. Diamond, she said if she can share that, if you can email me, I'll send your email to Diamond and y'all go from there.
Okay. My email, how you want me to, because it's Karen, I'm sorry, Turner Karen 25@gmail.com.
It's Karen Turner.
I'm sorry, it's Turner Karen 25@gmail.com.
Okay. I got you. How you feeling right now?
I feel so much better, Miss Parker. I'm gonna tell you that I feel a million times better. I'm sitting up in the bed now. I was laying down watching you. I'm sitting up now.
Okay.
That's how much better I'm feeling. I was in a lot of pain earlier, like with my liver. I have a lot of back pain from it. So I've been kind of laying down from it, but I'm feeling so much better now. And I thank you, and I thank everybody in this live right now. I really thank y'all for this.
Karen, peace and blessings. You got my email. When you email me, I'm gonna send you my number. So I want to talk to you off. You know what I'm saying? But you sound so much better right now. You get what I'm saying? Being around like-minded people and people that's going through something you went through is so different on so many levels, and it changes your energy in the direction, especially when it's good energy and stuff. And
and
so
I feel it.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. You are so strong. When you did this in front of 168 people, you're super strong. You don't even realize it. We don't realize it.
We don't until we do it. And because I wasn't gonna do it. I was gonna do it the other day, and then I was like, I got scared. Like, nah. And then I started feeling sick again. So normally it's a whole vomiting thing, and it's gross and horrible. But yeah.
But we're gonna get through that. We're gonna get through that. And she said there's nothing wrong with crying. It cleanses your soul. They're down there major praying for you. Nisi said start writing tonight. They said, Karen, you got this. We are sisters. We are your sisters, and we're here to listen and hug and love you. They said we're in this fight together. We hear you, Karen. So hey, they showing you mad love down there. That's what we do over here, and I'm glad. I hope y'all do this everywhere y'all go. Not just her, yeah. Thank you, Jonte. So, Karen, you come back anytime, but go ahead and send me an email so I can send you my number and stuff. Because Shank Rock is great to go live. Karen, I'm here for you. We're here for you. The riders are here for you. We are family now.
Thank you, family.
Yeah,
thank you.
I got you. As long as I got air in my lungs, I got y'all.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
I got you, sister. And I can give you some resources. So we'll talk about all of that. Yep, I got you, sister. Go ahead and email me, and I got you, sister. You enjoy the rest of your night.
You too. Thank you.
All right, sis. Y'all, that was epic. You know what I'm saying? It's all of us, Miss Parker. It is. It is, Nene. I'm gonna get you out your shell too, Nene. Thank you, Nene Barnes. Man. I know, Shay. It is. It's sorry. It's a sorry world we're living in, and it's got us so scared to talk about our past aggressions. And man, y'all prayers were so powerful. It moved me. It moved me. Thank you, Drea. It moved me. I was up here like get moved by y'all prayers. That's why I said, man, just when y'all think y'all need somebody, I do too. Yeah, the rollers. You hear me? The rollers, Nene Barnes. The rollers. When I got the rollers in, baby. Man, I love each and every one of y'all, man. I'm glad that God gave me y'all. Yes, Corey. Me too. I'm glad God gave me y'all. This is like one of the biggest blessings. When I first got on her, it was about making money. Just strictly doing my content and leaving. Just getting off her, sharing a little bit about who I was, and it only got thrown in my face every time, still to this day. And I'm not crying because that made me so much. Now that I'm so much stronger than I was. And it's like I couldn't get ahead for nothing. I never give myself enough credit. I'm harder on myself when people think they call me names. Big Back. I love being a BBL. When they think they're talking about my drug habit, I'm more harder on myself than y'all could ever be on me. Then y'all think y'all words can ever hurt me. Dealing with my mental health. has me all over the place. Dealing with the disorder like the young lady that was just in that video, I have that. Sometimes I wake up more mad at myself than any of y'all could ever make me feel in your life. That's why it's so important to me. It used to be a time where I used to feel like I couldn't sit down or I was going to get high. So I just let my mental have me all over the place. I'm doing 3 things at one time, and I know it's hard to say how. I did. I couldn't even remember what I did last, where my brain worked so much. But I'm my hardest critic. I live in my head, and I always said I hate it. I hate living upstairs. I worry about everything. I worry about stuff that hasn't even happened yet. I just worry about everything. I worry about y'all. I worry about my children. I worry about people, the kids. Even though they're gone, I still worry about children that's no longer here. I'm all over the place. So when I've been taking my mental breaks, that's what I do. When I ain't been doing my late nights, I really been needing that time for me. Like dead ass needing me time. Because if I'm not at my best, how can I get on her and expect my sisters to be okay? How can I expect to give my all the help, Karen, Nene, anybody? But I asked God for y'all, for my village, and he bought me y'all. Some are still coming, helping build gates and fences and put nails and stuff in places that needed to be covered. And I appreciate y'all. Y'all don't know how much y'all help me. When y'all think y'all helping the next person. Even with these cases, y'all help me so much. And everybody don't got family. And if you do got family, everybody ain't. Y'all are like family to me. That's why I don't like all the bullshit, the back and I don't like all of that. I don't need it around me. I need like-minded people. I want people that's having problems where we can get up here and figure out ways to solve it. Talk to somebody, or we can go and get the real help. Somebody that's been through what I've been through, that's got the help and went through and got the proper steps to make sure they're good. Right, Nene? I know, Corey, I enjoyed yesterday. Thank you, Shacey. So that's why I said if you're about helping and coming up with solutions to problems, even in your community. Imperfect says she wanted to build a safe house for teenagers. Kids all together. To run in her home so she can make them comfortable. Give them the love and quality things they need overnight so she can figure it out. So they won't be unalived, won't run into a Jarvis Butts, and so much other. So we have to be a village to do this. Yes, Zilla. Man, I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. Y'all done made me cry again. Y'all ain't shit. I gotta quit getting lashes on. They don't last. I cry too damn much. I do. These stories, my sisters hurting, sick. I feel y'all pain. I be worried about y'all like crazy. I don't like it. I wish I had healing hands. I swear I do. Thank you, Nene. I appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. If you know somebody that's struggling with something such as mental health, personality disorders, help them as much as you can. Send them in the right direction. Sometimes y'all words help, but they just don't comfort what we need when we're dealing with real mental health issues. So drop some resources to us. You know. Thank you, the T. All right, Renita. Y'all go enjoy the rest of y'all night. Thank y'all so much for pulling up with me today. I'm gonna chill. Shank Rock's great go live, so I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna go get myself together, get my news clips ready, and I got another story I would like to share tomorrow, which is gonna be Lori Page. So we got a hell of a week in front of us, and don't forget our meeting, guys. I want to hear y'all solutions tomorrow at our meeting. Any suggestions? And we're gonna talk about our meet and greet. Our first Riders meet and greet, March of 2025. Okay. So good night, everybody. I'll see you guys in the morning for the morning show. Those that can pull up. If you can't, catch that replay for me, okay? D, you know I got you, sister, whenever. I'm going to always be here to hear y'all stories. And y'all support team. Trust me. I'm not going to let y'all fall, D. Y'all just got to trust. Thank you, Renita. Love you, sister. Miss you. All right, guys. I'm out. Good night, everybody.